Hello, hello. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome on in to a stream, the Creamery, y'all. Got Master Thief here. We got Fenord in the house already. What's going on? Hi, y'all. Hello, Fenord, Master Thief. How are you guys doing? On a Thursday, making my way back. It feels... I'm pretty sure, like, I want to say, I streamed last Thursday, right? That was the last time we streamed. That's what I normally stream. I don't think I streamed, like, Friday or anything. I'd have to look back at my my videos, but I'm pretty sure the last time was absolutely a week ago. I'm just gonna check real quick, and then I'll actually show my face. Checking here. Was it 7 days ago? Okay, no, I did stream last Friday. That's right, because it was Friday Night's All Right for being a night when you want to be all right on a Friday night. I forgot that my title. I had a 3-hour stream last Friday. Last Thursday was the shorter stream. That's right. So it hasn't been quite a week yet. I said I might do something on the weekend, but then I was like, actually maybe not, because like I realized that I was probably gonna be chilling. And that's exactly what I did. I was adjusting my mic there for a second. You might have heard me. I spent the whole weekend getting high and hanging out at home and eating really good fucking food. And yeah, it was a really kind of like just, I don't know, really relaxing weekend. I kind of needed it after the week I had. My week was, oh my gosh, what the fuck? All of a sudden okay. This, I think a knob, or is it something completely on my keyboard? I am wondering. Hold on. Is my keyboard working a little bit? Yeah, I think it is. I think a key might be being held down on my keyboard or something. I gotta see what's going on. I think it's the scroll wheel here. Is feeling. Uh-oh, guys, this is not good. Hold on a second. I can't hear anything coming through. What the fuck? Why is this happening? I can't even open my chat window to see what you guys are saying because the scroll. I might have to unplug my keyboard. Hold on. I can't even mute myself. That was super strange. My keyboard decided when I tried to turn down the volume using the keyboard scroll like thing, I guess something must have hit and locked and said, actually, you don't get to do that. And then my keyboard worked up for about 30 seconds there. Now let me actually read chat, and actually let me show you guys my face too, I suppose. I guess you guys can see what I look like. You guys know what I look like. But here I am. Oh my god, my hair looks terrible because I didn't really check before. All right, hey, and then I typed 3 in the chat because I wasn't paying attention to that either. Yay! Hey, hello everybody. Hi, happy Thursday. We're back. Hey, Zora. We're back here in the Creamery. My name's Kai Will. Hello, Master Thief and Nord. We were talking about the Dino Dance emote, which is a classic and famous emote in my friend Sassy's chat, which hopefully we'll be able to go and raid her tonight. I'm really excited for that. She's been streaming like every night this week and gaining speed for Gamers for Giving here, which is coming up here in about a month. And yeah, so she's doing a bunch of streams up until then, and I'm really excited. I've been watching her all week long. It's been making me kind of want to start a campaign, and I'm kind of still on the fence. I'm still like, ooh, do I want to make that commitment to doing something? Like, I could do it all weekend long, and like all the streams in that week, it could just be, we have a Tiltify campaign. I don't know if I'd be doing like milestones and stuff, and because I haven't been planning for it long enough, I think what I'll really be doing is hanging out with the crew and playing games with them. Maybe streaming myself, but pushing people to go to their streams to do donations to charity. I think that's kind of what I'm aiming at, because I don't know if I have the energy or the motivation to put into doing my own charity stream in a month's time. I think I need a little bit more time to plan that. But Dino Dance is there's a little song. It's like Dino Dance, Dino Dance. It's like, you know, a little Dino Dance thing. I can't actually remember how it goes, but apparently I've sung it before. So, yikes. Dino Dance. Hershey, you shall be heresy. I think I read that. It says I'm supposed to say heresy, and I read it as Hershey. There's not even a second H in there. You shall be punished for blasphemy. Was that like a fist? Another record? That is a fist. A boxing glove, if you will. Due to close, but that could just be a trick of the, yeah, because you can't see it, so you're like looking over and it kind of looks like they're blinking. It does look that way. That's very, because like your eyes almost like, or your mind maybe creates like a invisible, like a frame that's not there. I think it literally might just be, oh no, there's 1, 2, there's like 4 frames, because its arms swing up and then swing back down every time. So I keep on saying eyes, it's nostrils or whatever. The title cut on mobiles. Yes, I remember. That was unfortunate. That was an unfortunate title. I realized later on. A creamery, you say? All right, I'm gonna cream all over you. That's what we expect here. We expect there to be cream, lots of frothiness, just dripping down your face and onto your chin and everything. It's just a lovely time here when we're covered in cream. Also, I don't know. I had to zoom in for that exact thing. I had to zoom in on my face so you could imagine my face just covered in cream, it dripping down off of my chin like that. Exactly, except not salt, cream. I don't want salt all over my face. If it got in my eyes and shit, well, though, if we're talking about certain kinds of cream, then it might be salty too. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shut like that. Yes, yes, very, very much like that. Like, oh, all over my face. Actually, I can't. I've been in a mood today. I've been in a very, very interesting mood today. It's gonna bleed over into stream. I've had a very good it's nice to take like longer like breaks in between streams, like, you know, longer than a day, because my only slatty cream, yeah, I think salty cream. I think I got what you were going for. When I only take like a break, like a day or something in between like streams, then it's harder for me to have things to talk about, because I haven't done much. But I've actually done a lot in like the last like 6 days or whatever that I haven't streamed. So I went over to my dad's house yesterday, got some laundry done. I guess over the weekend, like I said, I really just kind of sat at home and I was just like, I'm just gonna vibe. I'm gonna listen to music. I'm gonna do what I want to play some games. I played Golden Sun, so I've been playing Golden Sun in my spare time when I feel like. I've played like twice so far, and I think I'm gonna keep on playing. I'm gonna get to the end of this one. However, it is one of those JRPGs where there's like I spend a good portion of the time playing it so far, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next, and I'm a little sometimes it's hard for me to want to pick it up, because I'm like, cool, I'm gonna do a thing, and I get an hour into it, and then I'm like, wait, I still don't know what I'm doing. So that's been the case 2 times, and I put it down for like a longer period of time, but I am gonna keep on coming back to it. I know I will. I just don't know if it's gonna be like my fully dedicated game every day, but like when I get into a mode of playing it, I sit there and play it for hours. So I'm gonna try to get back into it maybe a little bit tomorrow. We're gonna see. And then what else? So I was playing that. Actually, I think it was it Sunday or Monday? I want to say it was Monday. Maybe. I actually can't remember. This week there's been so like every day this week I'm like, okay, it's what day? It's this day. The only day I really remember was that yesterday was Wednesday, and then today is Thursday. And I know tomorrow's Friday because I'm going to a show tomorrow, and I'm fucking super excited. I'll definitely be talking about that here. And we're definitely going to play Mario 64. That's in the title. I do intend to make my triumphant-ish or whatever, my like semi-triumphant like return to Mario 64 speedrunning tonight. The N64 is all set up back here. I got it all set up yesterday. I'm really fucking excited. I'm hoping to get at least 1 run in. I wanted to, I'm pushing for 2. I'm pushing if I could get 2 runs, but because they're derusting and I don't know how long the runs are gonna take, and I might like take breaks during the runs, I really have no idea how long the stream is gonna be. It stands to be this might be like one of the longer streams I've done this year so far. So we're gonna find out exactly how long I can go tonight playing Mario 64, right? You know, I think 2 is normally where I would like be like, all right, I got 2 runs, I'm good. On stream, I've played Mario 64 for like 12 hours straight off stream before. We're gonna see if that changes. I might do it on stream now. I have no idea. Now that I have my N64 back here, everything's set up. I'll be able to like play the game, do the runs. I'll have eventually I'll be using live split, and we'll be doing that. However, today I'm not going to be doing time at all. Today is just to play through the game, get 70 stars, do the tricks, and maybe try to take note of what I'm like really rusty at, and then maybe I could do practice of that stuff off stream so that I'm not like boring you guys with the practice, because I don't have a practice ROM that like would really work for playing the game the way I'd like to. I'd like to have a practice ROM, like a flash cart, if I, so I could still use the same hardware and everything. I don't have that right now, so practice is very boring because I'm like in Mario 64. I have to keep on either dying or getting the star, going back in and out of the painting. It's very long, elongated progress. It's Sunday by your side, 8:30. Yeah, it's still 3:30 in the afternoon. I went live pretty early today. Compared to like usual, like how I've been going. I've normally been going pretty late, like 5 or later. But today I wanted to get going early, mostly because I know Sassy normally goes live around 5 or 6. So I thought if I go live early, I can try to get in at least 2 runs, and she'll still be live. She's been going pretty late, like I think like 9 or 10. So we should hopefully have plenty of time to do enough chatting to catch up on the last couple of days, like the last 5 or 6 days that I haven't been streaming. Talk about anything you guys want to talk about before we go into the game. And honestly, like when I'm playing the game, it's not like I'm not going to be reading chat, talking with you guys. There's time in between stars. I know that like once I start getting into like the swing of things with Mario 64, sometimes I tend to get focused, and sometimes I start telling stories or just being goofy or reacting to the game. We're gonna see what happens. It has been a minute since I've done a full run, and the last time I did it was on a different setup, so I might be doing a little bit of just calibration in the beginning of these runs, of the first run. So the second run will be more like, okay, now I kind of have a handle on like the different input lag and stuff. It should be pretty similar to the last time I played on this setup, but it is a different controller, and that's the only thing I'm kind of like, all right, this might affect things slightly. We're gonna see. But I'm super excited to play Mario 64. I've been wanting to play it and like do it on stream for a really, like, I've wanted to come back to it for a while, because it's been almost 2 years, I want to say, since I want to say the last time I did anything was like December of 2023 going into January of 2024. So it's been basically 2 years since I really did anything. Like, yikes. I feel like it's been that, or maybe like a year, a little over a year. Like, it feels like so long. Like, I've played off stream, but I haven't done anything on stream. The last thing I did on stream was I was competing in a tournament. I actually won my first match of the tournament by like a surprise to me. And then I just had a lot of other stuff going on, and I kind of dropped the ball on the second race of the tournament. And yeah, I didn't end up competing after that first race, even though I won. And I do kind of look back on that, and I kind of regret that I wasn't able to get my shit together to actually compete more in that tournament, because even if I hadn't won the second race, it would have been a good experience, would have been getting me out there. And it's like, maybe I will try to compete in more sort of like, maybe like, I guess like, like tournaments where it's like people who are still in, like, who are closer to my time bracket or whatever. Time in the bracket of time that I would be in, because I'm still, I think I got a 102 the last time I played the game, and I was offline, unfortunately. I didn't record it, so I have to actually get my shit down on stream. That's what it was. I hear like slamming and shit sometimes going on. Anyway, it's probably from upstairs. A lot of times I hear, like, I can feel people walking around upstairs, or even just because I live really close to a street in the highway. This morning, this was wild. So I was just chilling and hanging out in the morning like I do. And I live right by the highway, like I just said. We live like right off of like the service drive of this highway here. And like normally you'll hear like, sirens going off every now and then, like cop sirens, ambulance sirens. But this morning there was like an unusual amount of them. And I heard them happen like 3 or 4 times within like 20, 30 minutes. I was like, man, that's a lot of sirens. And one time, like 4 or 5 cops, I like watched. I looked out the window to see how many were flying by, and it was a lot of them. And so I'm like, that seems strange. I wonder if something's going on. And I looked it up, and there was reports at the time that I looked it up. There had been just reports of an active shooter in a nearby hospital, and it turned out that it was like an employee in like their parking structure. He's since been like, you know, in custody. But I was shocked. Like that was a very interesting. I'm just sitting here having my morning cup of coffee and just trying to chill and relax, and I was like, whoa, wasn't expecting that to be how things go, but such is the way of things around these parts. Passed this trimester, hell yeah, congrats, hell yeah. Getting through the trimester, I know how difficult that can be. What you going to school for? What you studying? Don't mind me asking, or what kind of classes you got going on right now? Whatever the like for you. You going through the trimester. I remember having trimesters when I was pregnant. No, that's a dumb joke. And I'm trying to think. So, like, what happened? Like, cause I like this week has been so all over the place. Like, I know I've done a lot. Like, I played Golden Sun, and then the same day I remember playing a lot of Golden Sun. I ended up playing like 3 hours of Marvel Rivals with some of my friends online. That was really fun, because I'd actually seen a lot of people playing Marvel Rivals, but I hadn't played it myself yet. And so I finally had the opportunity to do that the other day, and it's very fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it'll probably be something I only play. Like, it'll be like the game I play with my friends. You know, when they're playing, I'll probably log in and make sure. Like, maybe we'll play it on stream. I don't know that I will, because it seems like it's one of those games where, like, if I'm playing it on stream, there's going to be a lot of people in chat that are going to be more familiar with the game than me. And I'm I'm cool with people, like, giving me tips and, like, letting me know how to play certain games, to a degree. And, Marvel Rivals, if it's like, you know, if you have people coming in, I would only be playing casually. If you have people that come in, play, like, that have played ranked, they're going to be maybe a little bit more aggressive in the chat about how you should be playing the game you're playing to have fun. That always frustrates me, so that's why I tend not to play competitive games as much on stream, although I'm going to be speedrunning today, but that's just competing with yourself, so... I mean, you can see it as competing with people in the leaderboards, but that's not how I see it. Hey, Jamification, welcome on in. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. It's nice to see you here. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm doing really good. There's been some rockiness to this week. I'm not gonna lie. There was a bit, you know, a bit of time here and there where I was like a little stressed out about things, but I pushed myself through it. I was able to talk, you know, with my roommate, with my dad, with some friends, through some of the stuff that I was, you know, that was going on in my head, and kind of just like push myself and push myself to do things that I was like, I've been afraid to do for a while, even though I know they're things that are going to be good for me. They're things that are going to be, that I want to do. They're things that, like, it's just, I keep on telling myself, like, well, you can't do it. You can't do it. I'm like, why can't I do it? So I'm finally pushing myself. I'm like to do the things. And so, like, I put a lot of things in motion this week to kind of, like, I can now kind of relax for the rest of the weekend, because tomorrow, and I'll talk about this now. Tomorrow I'm going out with my best friend, and we're gonna go see this. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a DJ duo, I guess. So, like, they're like, it's 2 DJs that doing, like, they separately are LS Dream and Closey. And they came together and they did a collab project. So it's just a DJ collab project, but they're actually doing a tour for it, and they're coming through my area tomorrow night. They're actually doing 2 nights, one tomorrow and one on Saturday. And it's called LSZ when they do it together. LS Dream and Closey, LSZ. The openers are awesome, or fucking sick. So I'm like, I'm really looking forward to going out, seeing the show. It's at a really cool venue that I was just at like 2 weeks ago. So, like, I'm really fucking pumped. I'm really looking forward to just kind of seeing how things, like, you know, having out, just vibing out, dancing. Let's say, like, two of, like, I discovered, so I think I've told this story on stream a lot, but I love how I discovered these 2 artists. and everything. So, um, the original, how I even get into this? So it's like, back in 2022, I was finally being able to go to Electric Forest with tickets that I had bought to go in 2020. However, for obvious reasons, the Electric Forest, which is a EDM festival and jam band, it has like, it's just a music festival. Like it does have like a heavy, it has had like maybe more of like a heavier emphasis on EDM in like I think the more recent years. And then like the last year or two, they've been trying to put more jam bands. It used to be like Jam Band Central. It was used to be called Rothbury Music Festival. Took place in the forest, and it was like mostly jam bands and stuff like that. And then it evolved to having like kind of half and half. And then it's been kind of morphing here and there. It looks like it's kind of trying to be more like have even more like hip hop and stuff. I think like Ludacris was there last year, like things like that. But in 2022, we had wristbands, and me and my wife, at the time, or ex-wife, or fiance, whatever, because we were going for our honeymoon. Is what it turned out. We were able to take. Electric Forest was able to be our honeymoon trip, and so going there, I'd been looking into some of these artists, and I had just been, playing some of their music, like on, Spotify or YouTube, to kind of get myself prepared to go and like listen to some of this, because like before Forest, I had maybe 2 years of been listening to really getting into EDM and listening to a lot of the different subgenres within the huge umbrella of electronic dance music, because like that's a lot of music. So there's all these different subgenres you can get into, all the different artists and like things, and like what I personally liked. I'd really been only doing that for 2 years. I was much more into like progressive metal, like heavy, like death metal sometimes just progressive rock and stuff like that. But then instrumental video game music, chiptunes. I've been down a lot of different avenues. I hadn't really dove into EDM yet. So I've been doing that since about like 2019, 2020. And in 2022, finally I have this opportunity. We're going to Electric Forest. And at one point, I just had like the YouTube, playlist or something playing, and a song came on, and it caught me and my best friend. We were both just chilling in my, out in my living room, listening to music, getting stoned like we do, and the song comes on, and we both just turn, and we go, what the fuck is this? And we were both just entranced with this music video and the song. And it was a song called "Follow the Vibe" by LS Dream, and it was phenomenal. It was fantastic. And turns out he was going to be playing at Forest in like a month or two. Then we were all going. It was me, my wife, my friend, like a bunch of us. And so we just zoned in and we're like, cool, he's going to be playing there. And then I think like a week or two later, I ended up discovering Closey in like a Spotify Forest playlist or something like that. And so I'm like, cool, they're both playing at Forest, and I ended up getting really into them. I went and saw LS Dream set at Forest. Unfortunately, I couldn't see Closey set for some unforeseen circumstances, or else I had to take care of some things. I'm glad I did take care of those things at the time. I was able to see Closey, gonna see her again tomorrow. Fucking super excited. And then like 6 months later, or maybe 9 months later, whatever it was. No, I think it was 6 months later. I think it was like January. So this is June of 2022, January of 2023. LS Dream and Closey announced they have a collab project coming out soon, and it should be coming out soon. And I'm like, are you serious? Hell yes! And they just released the album back in September. Now they're touring for it, and they're saying this is the first and only tour. But I think I really think that they're trying to market that way on purpose, so that like in 5 or 10 years they can come back being like, we said we'd only do one. I don't know. Marketing's a big thing, right? Good to hear things are getting better / less stressful. Sounds like a good night, occasion vibe, and chill out. Yeah, yes. It's gonna be a really good night tomorrow. We're gonna have and I know we'll probably be get done there, come back here, hang out some more, just play some games, whatever. Like that's kind of how we do. Being surprised by music when you know your music already always phenomenal. Yeah, it's really cool when you can you find new music to get into, and like I find new stuff now. I've been like, because of Closey and LS Dream and getting into more bass music, I've also been able to find there's like a whole slew of musicians that like to take more organic elements and mix it with like the synths and stuff, and you have like folktronica, like, or something like organic down tempo, like world bass, like these kind of fusion of like, someone playing like an instrument that would only normally be heard in like, folk, like traditional folk music from certain countries, but they're mixing it with this like synth, like really like heavy, thick, like bass that kind of sounds like tribal chanting sometimes, but it's not. It's really cool. Yeah, I love like new genres are really cool, and then like the weird shit, like when I found Unexpect, tribal synth, like I love anything that has psy dub. One of my the artists I've been into like as of like probably like last 2 or 3 years is a guy called OTT, which not to be confused with the fucking plugin or like multi-band compression preset on or whatever. OTT Ott. It's actually after, it's like Sebastian or Ott or something like that, who is like an entheogenic science, like he studied plants that make you trip. So this guy's music, he names himself Ott, and he plays really fucking cool like side dubs music. It's really cool. What is the name of the album? Fair Children. I think it came out in like 2015. That album is by Ott is fucking phenomenal. I love that. His newest one is really good too. He had a new one that came out recently, and that was also very good. I cannot think of the name of it right now. Hirayeth. I don't know how to pronounce it. But Fair Children, and then Heads from 2022, also very good. Those are all like, Ott is like the kind of music I'm like, it's like, you want to get stoned, you want to get high, you want to trip out a little bit, go listen to fucking Ott. Like, he's like, all right, if I'm gonna be if I'm gonna be doing some shit, if I'm gonna be like, woo, I'm gonna be like fucking psychonaut over here, I'm gonna be like, Ott is probably coming on, Hey, how's it going? How should I refer to you? Is it Working Man's Guide? I'm trying to remember. You have a first name that people refer to you as in the Maldad chat. It's gonna come to me. You're gonna tell me it, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, that's right. It was definitely Lion." We raised on tribal synth psych. Let's go. I love me some anything that has like that, like it's kind of cool. I was raised well by Jam. You gotta get some of that tribal synth psych. Some psychedelic side dub, I really do like some of the Ian. I knew it. I knew I was close. I was so close. Ion. I was so close. I was kind of like skirting saying Ian, but I'll call you Ian because it's a lot simpler. It's a lot shorter, more sweet and to the point than A Working Man's Guide to Comedy. Although it does roll off more of the tongue. Ian. I'm just gonna say Eon. Aeon. I'm too fucking stoned for this shit. Anyway. Eon's Eon moment. Eon. Are you Ewan McGregor? Are we gonna pronounce you Ewan now? But welcome on in. I don't know if I've fully introduced myself like too much today, but welcome into the Creamery. I know, I think most people here have known me or at least heard my voice, but if you haven't been to a stream before, now you get to see my beautiful face. Look at this thing. Ooh, it's so pretty. Ooh, I'm so beautiful. No, I can't deny I'm fucking pretty. Like, I mean, look at these balls. Look at these fucking gorgeous balls right here. Hello. Do you want to come on into the Creamery? I know you do. All right, we're going to cut that out before I make anybody too goddamn hard. Got the next SoundCloud playlist out, by the way. A couple of nice fall. Ooh, sick. Yes, I gotta check that shit out. I gotta be more up on, like, I gotta say, I like need to. I've been, obviously, I left doing stuff for Maldad on Mondays and Tuesdays. My life has just been so fucking hectic. Like, I went through like a whole thing where like my wife was like, I'm blocking you, but then like She did on Facebook, and that's it. So we're still talking and everything, but like I said, my wife, my ex-wife, I have to get more used to saying that because it's actually beneficial for a week now. Beneficial. It's been beneficial for both of us for more than a week actually, but call me Ionic Discharge. Ooh, I like it. Ionic Discharge. If I say it, though, I feel like I have to say it with a British accent. I feel like I can't say that and sound like me. I have to be like, hey, welcome on into the chat, Ionic Discharge. Ooh, actually, that sounds really good with a British accent. Ionic Discharge. Sounds better than water bottle. I'll just straight up say that I have a friend in the UK who said that they also will sometimes just go into like saying water bottle in it or something like that, and just devolving into saying it in a way that doesn't even sound like words anymore, but it at least has a British accent somewhere in there. And I'm like, all right, at least I know that we like you guys do it too. They're glorious balls. I know, like they're so nice, big and blue. I get compliments on them all the time. I have since I was a child. I don't remember the ones I got when I was a baby. My mom and dad say I got a lot, but you need to change the name of chat and that stream. Change the name of stream to what? To Ionic Discharge. Ionic Discharge. I'm actually from Alabama. Say it like a Southern man. All right. Oh, can I get some of your Ionic Discharge? I want some Ionic Discharge over here. If we don't have any more of that Ionic Discharge, I don't know what we're going to do if I'll come across some Ionic Discharge and when I'm cleaning up the bathroom at night, I don't even know if I've been home before if we don't have some of that Ionic Discharge. And I think I'm flowing a little bit too much between two different kinds of like Southern drawl here, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my hardest. I work a little bit with accents here and there, but not in a couple of years. I haven't been on stage since I was at least in high school, so once I get into the character of Southern Kyle a little bit more, we'll have a little bit. I could do, if I really wanted to go for like a really full-on thing, I'm trying to be a little bit more subtle with the Southern here. I'm trying to be a little bit more, that's a good accent. It's a good accent. Thank you. I appreciate, if you say you're Southern, you're from Alabama, and you say I do a pretty good Southern accent, I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it and say that, and give myself a pat on the back. Give myself a good old Southern pat on the back. You know. One time I was recently in a Barnes and Noble and I saw this book and it said it was a book of Southern catchphrase book, and it said like something along the lines of what was the one? It was that guy's so rich he buys a new boat every time the old one gets wet. Doing the educated Southern version. Yeah, I mean, like, that makes sense. I could do more like you going down there, I can't come down there. If I wanted to do, like, more real down Southern, we could get down there like the Southern draw. We come back and Louisiana's kind of Southern draw. We don't understand getting mumbling a little bit more down the hill. A couple of kids can. Now, I even know how to talk because I got something right down. The deep rural sound is fucking hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you go too Southern, and you're like, that was more like, I think, Louisiana kind of like going down like the Creole kind of gumbo and have with us. Now, can't stir up that little gumbo and do whatever we're going to have. We're going to come time when the guests come down here. None of that's actual words. I'm saying words every like 5 syllables. If you can't tell, I like acting. One of my favorite classes I took in college, we had to take some sort of that was it was very Cajun. Very Cajun. Ow, frick! Like, it hurt my elbow, and I'm just like trying to sing. Like instead, when you get hurt, don't like curse, or you can curse, but sing the curse. People get way less offended. My roommate, I think, was saying something about, it's like, if you sing your curses, people don't. They're just like, oh well, that was very sing-song. Actually, my friend, we went down to the city for a show recently. She asked one of the people, like, how much is parking here? I think there was some other event going on that like parking was like fucking insane. The person said the price, and my friend didn't say just like, oh okay, no thanks. She was just like, oh hell no, like very well, like doing like these fucking like runs and shit. And I was just like, it was fucking hilarious. I think the guy like would have been maybe offended, but he was just like, I think he was more impressed by her vocal range because my friend has a very good voice. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I just fucking whacked my elbow into the desk. And yes, if you sing things, it sounds better. People are less offended by it, especially curse words. Like if you don't get angry at somebody, but you said sing at them, like sing the angry words at them. So you know what you're saying is mean, but it doesn't sound mean. Like, oh, I'm gonna fucking wring your neck. Like that sounds like it does. It is violent, but it's not. It doesn't sound violent. You know, it can sound violent if you sing like if you're singing like different like styles, I guess. I'm singing much more like I'm singing very opera. Like I only say operatic choral, maybe operatic's more like. I think mostly operas aren't like isn't like a traditional opera like in Italian or something like I can't even remember. Most of them aren't in English, is what I know. So if I had to try to sing an opera, I would have to be like Latin? I don't think it's Latin. Oh, so it wrote them in German. Okay, so they could be in different languages. I just don't think they're ever... Are there English opera? I guess there's rock operas. Those could count, like American Idiot. Don't want to be an American Idiot. Or some motherfucking lyrics. I can't remember them right. That's been too long. Moster in Italian. Okay. The Bowser Opera. Okay, there we go. You got the Bowser Opera. Got rock operas. I like, there's like some more traditional rock operas that I never really got around to listening to. Like the ones that like started the kind of idea of rock operas more. Tommy is an English rock opera. Yes, Tommy. That's the one that was actually Tommy the Who. That's the one I was referring to. I've never actually sat down and listened to that whole. I think I know bits like songs from that album. Never listened to the full thing. Oh, you said I read Bowser. You said browser opera, which is a different browser that you can use to search the internet, and it's geared towards gamers. Be a gamer now. Use Opera GX for all of your gaming and browsing needs. Gaming. I know that that's what like all of the ads I see for Opera, specifically GX. I think it's Opera GX. Is like I think there might be a different. Maybe there's a different, or maybe it started off something. I don't know. Everybody who had any YouTuber who has the ad for Opera GX is always like, it's the gamer. It's for you if you want to be a gamer. I don't want to be a gamer. I already am one. Excuse me. But yeah, I told a really long, drawn-out story about how I discovered Ellis Dream and Closey. Something I've probably talked about on stream before, but it's one of my favorite like discovering new music stories. And then like another one of the artists I actually went and saw recently, I discovered him, Mr. Bill. Through starting, I just was looking for Ableton tutorials in 2020 when I first downloaded the free fucking trial of Ableton. I got the trial and I wanted to learn how to use it, and some of the first tutorials I came up were were from Mr. Bill, and then I ended up listening to all of, like his music. I ended up realizing I had heard some of his music later on already. I was like, oh wait, I know this song. I know this because he did it with this artist. And then I've seen him live twice now, and it's really cool. It's really cool that like, it's like 5 years later I have like gone through like I know like he's one of my favorite artists now, and like I didn't even know who the fuck he was 5 years ago. That's pretty cool. Is this for gamers? I don't know. Do they have a rainbow thing for everybody? Too many gamers out there being all shitty. I don't understand that. It's never like there's like a really this like largely vocal like probably like more minority of the gaming community that's just like really not welcoming. It's very pretty upsetting, to be perfectly honest. But then, you know, gaming, and like it does, you know, there's inherent. I always used to say like, hey, I just picked up my EGM, my Electronic Gaming Monthly. It's Electronic Gaming, and then if like I said Game Monthly, it could just kind of, you know, all right, you know, it slips out a little bit. I like to slip it out a little bit. I need to not say things. I need to, but I have a microphone in front of me. So this microphone in front of my mouth, it makes it so that I want to say things. But then when I say the things that I say, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about myself. Nah, I'm fine. Wow, I can't believe we've already been sitting here yapping for 15 minutes already. Holy fuck. I'll probably jump into the game here soon then, honestly. We'll probably take a break at like the hour mark like I normally do. So in about like 10 minutes or so. And then after that, I'll probably start playing some Mario 64. I have not played Mario 64 on stream in a long time. Well over a year now. So it's going to be like a little bit, there's going to be that microphone can take you. It's sure, I don't know if it can take me there, but maybe it could project things that could, I don't want to say it could land me there, but only if it was misconstrued or taken out of context, because I never say anything that's like, I'm never like, we're going to go, I'm never rallying people to do illegal things. I would never. It could be the reason the microphone. Somebody's is gonna arrest me for owning this specific microphone. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Like I was saying, I haven't played Mario 64 on stream in a minute, so there might be a little bit of performance anxiety for y'all, but we're gonna try to get through it. We're gonna work through it. My goal is to at least beat the game once. If we can beat the game once tonight, if we can beat the game once today, whatever, and then we can end stream and we can go right over into Meg, that I will feel very accomplished. I'd like to get 2 runs in. I'd like to get 1 run that makes me feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing a little bit now, and then do another run that feels a little bit more in. Like I said, no timing of runs today. I'm not taking it super serial as of right now, but we will eventually. And my only goal was to start playing the game by March, and here we are. It's March 20th. We made it. We made it to March 20th, and we're gonna be playing the game. I'm so fucking. The things you talk into. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it could project the things that the things that could maybe get me arrested. But I'm never gonna say anything on Twitch. That's the secret out there. Just don't say things in public. That's not. Don't be an asshole behind closed doors and actually just be nice in public. That's actually I do not condone that. Just be good everywhere, maybe. Just maybe be a kind person all the time. I have my eyes on some like my mindset oh yes, I could go to sleep tonight and have a good night's rest and wake up tomorrow, and it's just I'm so excited because my birthday isn't until next week. And I'll talk a little bit about that too before we get into the game. My birthday's next week. I'm really excited. I'm turning 33. Oh my gosh. I'm getting so fucking old. My back's actually been hurting a little bit this week, and I'm like, no. But tomorrow night is the big celebration. My best friend bought us both tickets to go see the show. It's gonna be really fucking fun. Just vibing out, dancing, having a good time. And then my birthday's next week. I'm gonna go out to dinner on my birthday. I have some other plans next Thursday because I've been trying to get Thursdays, and I've actually been really enjoying having Thursdays be the locked-in day that we stream. I think we've been able to get here almost every Thursday for about a month now. Actually keep a consistent stream where I'm showing up on it's Thursday. I don't know what time on Thursday, but at least it'll be here on Thursday. And then if I'm able to pop in every now and here and there throughout the week, I will. I know next week I feel like I'm actually going to be keeping myself pretty busy outside of stream. I don't think I have anything planned for Monday necessarily, but that might change by Monday because I've just been I've been talking to people and being I want to do things. So somebody might hit me up and I might be doing something on Monday. But next Thursday I have myself locked in. But Tuesday, that's my actual birthday, so I'll be doing shit from that's my day off. I might stream on my actual birthday if I'm feeling it, but I'm not planning on doing a stream. The only stream I'm planning on doing would be on Thursday, and we would be celebrating my birthday next Thursday as well. Probably play like some party type games, maybe Mario Party to celebrate my birthday. That might be a fun little. Well, actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I could do that. Maybe we could try to get some Mario Party, even if I just have like, if I could get somebody on, we could get some folks online to play together. Maybe I could have someone local like come over, set up, let's do like a little setup here where we have a stream with multiple folks. I don't know. We could have a good time. We'll see. I'm really excited. And then Wednesday, I almost keep forgetting that I have a thing to do on Wednesday and Friday actually. But on Wednesday, so if you folks haven't seen this is my first tattoo, right? I got this, I'd say like within the last year actually. I got this back in June. And so I'm actually going to get my second tattoo next Wednesday. It's going to be a morel mushroom to go with that one that's right there. And I'm really looking forward to getting that. And then, yeah, so like I have lots of cool stuff happening next week. Then Friday I'm having small gathering of some friends over at my dad's house to celebrate my birthday. So yeah, next week's birthday week. I'm really excited. And then I'll probably be taking it easy for a little bit after that and focusing more on like some stream stuff and some other things outside of that. That I'm going to be working, like, my music. I wanted to actually be recording some stuff for my EP. I got a show booked over this past weekend, so I'll actually be playing in June. So that's really fun. So I want to start working on. So like I have some other things I got to work on after this next week is kind of like done and like said and done. But next week I know it's my birthday, and like I might have fucked off a little too much this month. So I was like, it's my birthday. But more realistically, the first like week and a half or so were basically just figuring out the divorce, and then the second half of last weekend were this relaxing after that. And I didn't even really relax, I realized, and that's kind of, so I've been like taking the first couple of days of this week to relax too. And so next week I think is gonna be more like, all right, I have some things set in motion. There's got to be some predictive stuff. Like I gotta go renew my license on my birthday next week. That's not gonna be the most fun thing in the world, but hey, you gotta do it. So I'm gonna do that. There's gonna be a couple things, I'll be doing here that like are, life things I have to take care of. But there's also a lot of the more fun and like less stressful things happening, and I'm really excited to do those. I like to play some games. I really want to try to go to some sort of local board game event. There's a couple of places I know that have like open board game nights that are in the area. And since I'm trying to get out more and do more things out and out with friends and whatnot. I might see if anybody would be interested in joining. I'd be down to go by myself, but I think it'd be much more enjoyable if I had a friend to come with and be there with me. But we'll see. We'll see how things go with that. Lots of different stuff on the horizon for me. Lots of little personal projects. Nothing that I'm going to be talking about on stream for probably a while, because it's like things that I know I want to work on, but it's maybe not even something that I'm really going to talk about on stream for a year or two. Who knows? Just like things that I'm going to be doing that like aren't heavily related to stream, that I'm going to be doing in my spare time to keep me busy. But maybe eventually it will be something that I'll be like, once it's like more complete or there's more to it, I'd be willing to share with y'all on stream, like kind of the things I'm working on. It's nothing like, it's nothing like super like, it's not at all like really related to stream. A lot of it, like any of those projects. So it wouldn't be like I'm keeping something from you that would be affecting the stream. It's just like, something, a little fun thing, maybe a little thing I'm doing in my, and also I feel like if I share too much of it, then it puts like a pressure on me to be like, oh, I told people I'm doing this thing. I think that's really the big thing for me. If I tell you guys I'm working on this thing, and then there's nothing from it in 6 months, a year, or whatever, then I feel like I feel like I made a promise, but it really was just an offhand comment about a project I may or may not do. So it's more of like my mentality, my mindset sort of thing that I need to work on. So yeah, that's fun. I will say the one thing, I'll say this one last thing that is kind of important, like not necessarily important to stream, but important to me, and because it's about my health. Nothing negative. I want to say, I want to stress that to start off. Nothing negative about my health. I like right currently, I don't know. That's actually really what it is. When I was kind of getting some stuff together this morning, I decided to look into. I haven't had a physical in a minute. So I was kind of like, you know what? I think I should look into maybe seeing a primary care provider and actually like looking through those, like a list of people and like kind of figuring some people out that I would want to see. And so I actually went to like my insurance website and I looked them like specifically primary care providers. And I looked like I have like a list of like 3 or 4 that I'm actually going to call probably sometime by the end of the month to set myself up with an actual physical, because I'm finally at a point where I want to take care of myself again, physically, and so like I don't want to like and I know like it's something that stresses me out a lot thinking about it. Like I don't want to go to the doctor. I hate the doctor. It sucks. It's never fun. They always like they're like, but like I always think it's gonna be a bad time. The last like 2 or 3 physicals I've gone in, and they've just been like, yeah, you're pretty good. You just have low vitamin D, but everybody in Michigan does because there's no sun half the fucking year. I mean, like they obviously say it a lot more professionally than I just did, but that's the essence of what they're telling me. So I do want to go. I want to get myself checked out, get a physical, maybe get some things looked at, like maybe like in general that have been bothering me. I have like some like kind of moles on my head, maybe like a rash, like from a dermatologist, like maybe there's a good dermatologist I could go see. Nothing that seems to be life-threatening right now, but maybe I should get looked at for, just in case in the future. So actually looking into those kind of things, and that's cool. And then I'm like been trying to do other enjoyable life things, and then like set up like other personal projects that aren't, public facing. Things are just for me, because like I have to like there are certain things that I want to have. They're just for me. I've been reading a lot. I'm not like gonna be like, oh, I'm reading this book, that book, and that book. A lot of the books are more like self-help books. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've talked a little bit about one of them, which was a DBT workbook. And that's actually been really nice. I haven't gotten too deep into it yet. I've only like a week into it, and I'm a little behind technically. But I'll catch up, and I'll get some shit done here. Within the first 3 weeks, I know I'll have the first 3 weeks will be done by the end of the week. The 3rd week, I'm working on the book. I'm a procrastinator. Maybe that's one of the things I should be working on with this DBT workbook. Anyway, wow, I think I went really a lot with that. Anyway, I am gonna take a quick break because we've been here for about an hour. I've been yapping for about 50 minutes or so. Started talking on mic within the first 10 minutes. But because we hit the hour mark here on stream, being live, I am going to take a break. I'll be gone. I usually try to make these breaks not be much longer than 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I fail miserably because I get caught up doing something else. Whatever, it happens. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go take a break. I'll just say, I was like, normally I have to like refill my water bottle, do all sorts of shit, but like, I don't even know if I can grab my water bottle, and I haven't been like super thirsty today, so I'm gonna go make sure I have my water bottle when we're playing the game, and then I might grab something else to eat, like a small, like little, like extra bowl of what I made for dinner, the mushroom stroganoff, because, feeling a little hungry. I might need a little bit extra food. We shall see. But I will be back in a jiffy. I think that's like that's like the normal catchphrase that kids, Gen Z is still saying. I'll be back in a jiffy. I definitely I've heard at least a couple of Gen Z humans say Gen Z humans. I've heard a couple of Gen Z humans saying that they're gonna be back in a jiffy. All right, I'll be right back. I like how it just came back to the message in chat, Gen Z things. There's a lot of Gen Z things. I actually realized, so I spent a lot of time on Twitch. Also, I'm back. Well, I did heat up a bowl of food, like I said I might, because I'm actually pretty fucking hungry. So I warmed up a bowl of my food that I made for dinner. So I think I'm actually gonna sit here and eat a little bit. Like, we're gonna keep on talking. I can stream, because I'm actually, like, I have, like, a lot of really good energy today, and I feel like I'm gonna be able to stream for a minute here. So, like, we're gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go into the game. So I'm gonna keep myself in the just chatting category, because I'm gonna still be chatting for, like, probably another 20, 30 minutes, if I had to hazard a guess. But I am back. I'm back, and I'm ready to talk some more, and even though I talked so much already. I was gonna say, as a millennial, though I'm on Twitch, and Twitch is like, I'd say like a good portion of the Twitch user base in like the really popular streams is Gen Z. Like the really, like the ones that are like, you know, like popping up, probably like maybe even Gen Alpha a little bit, right? So like when I'm in some of the more popular stream chats, which is, I don't know, like, I want to say rarely. I do hang out, you know, in some popular Twitch channels here and there. I enjoy some of the the more popular creators. I enjoy some of them here and there. And I've picked up some of the Gen Z lingo without realizing it was Gen Z lingo. At one point, I went to go look up, oh, what's Gen Z slang? What are the Gen Z memes? I looked them up, and most of them were the things that I said because of Twitch streamers, and I was like, oh, noted. Like, cool. I picked up on Gen Z. Now, alpha stuff like Skibbity Toilet, that's a little different. I understand what it is. I do know the lore behind Skibbity Toilet at this point. I've watched a few videos explaining the lore. I've never just watched Skibbity Toilet like by itself, but I've watched lore videos of Skibbity Toilet. Twitch is a generational educational tool. I actually would agree with that, yes. I feel like that if you are, like, no matter which generation you are a part of, if you're on Twitch, you can learn slang and, like, merge with, like I like straight up, I know people who are Gen X. I know people who are boomers who are on Twitch, right? Like, by, like, by whatever measure people normally go by. They were born in that age range where they would be considered a boomer or they would be considered Gen X or whatever. I've met them through Twitch, people who are much older than me. I've met people that are much younger than me, and yet on Twitch it doesn't feel that way. It just feels like you can. I mean, like sometimes you get a little pushback with certain people, but the general vibe on Twitch is very welcoming. Very, there's obviously like people who aren't that way. There's obviously trolls. There's bots. There's all sorts of different things. So like there was hate raids that were going. I don't know if those are still have been like a thing or if they've been able to if the actual moderation tools helped with a lot of that. There's obviously a lot of non-inclusive people that try to get on the platform, but I feel like most of those people went to Kick, right? Like that was kind of what happened there. So people from all sorts of different generations that I've met on Twitch all seem to have a general, like, they get the vibe of Twitch. Like, they have like a similar vibe. I'm not saying everybody, but maybe like 72%. Why did I go with such a specific percent, you ask? I don't fucking know. I just picked one. I originally wanted to say 69%, but that just seemed like everybody and their brother and mother and father and God. What's a gother? Oh bother. That was like that was more British than Winnie the Pooh. Everybody and their mother was something. I can't even fucking remember what I was gonna say. This is the issue with being me when I stream. Sometimes I'm just like, I turn off like the actual sense-making part of my brain, and I just start talking. And then occasionally, I actually want to say something that makes sense, but because I've turned off that part of my brain, in the moment, I can no longer access the part of my brain that actually needs structure and just form sentences in a way that you guys would understand. And then I fuck up and I forget what I was about to fucking say. Jeez. I'm just gonna keep on eating for y'all. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. It's currently 4:30 p.m. for me, where I am at. I am eating some mushroom stroganoff to give myself some energy, and then we're gonna play some Mario 64. Mario 64. And actually, while I'm eating, I'm gonna like do some tests to make sure that like it's running well. The big thing is I have to find a set I like, or just like actually my dad probably has some of like speakers I can get, or a splitter or something for my monitor here, because I really want to be able to just switch over to it and always be able to hear what's playing out of it and be able to have control over it, but that's not the case right now, and it's really annoying. Ah! Fuck. Not on my dick. I mean, what? Is it like raining sideways yet? Nah. Alright, I am gonna boot up. I might have to do some tests here of the console. Okay. Oh wow, it looks like it booted right up into Mario. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if you guys, if I can get this going here. Oh, duh. It's not gonna work. You know why it's not gonna work? I unplugged the HDMI cable earlier. Asking Kyle, why would you ever do such a foolish thing like unplug the HDMI cable? And I'll tell you why. It's because I can't. There's some weird thing with my specific capture card, because it was like a hand-me-down, older capture card. And it might just be my monitor too. I don't know what it is actually. Which part of the equation does it? But if this HDMI cable from the back of my capture card is plugged in after the computer turns off, because it was like sending a signal to that, when I can turn the computer back on, unless I unplug that HDMI cable or turn on or like send a signal through the capture card, my second monitor won't work. It won't show the computer. It's a weird issue. I mean, there's probably ways around it, or I could figure out something that would make it so that doesn't do that, but it hasn't. It's not so much of an issue that I've needed to do that yet. I guess is the best way to put it. All right, cool. I mean, it looks like we're in ooh, yeah, we're actually, wow. Whee! All right, hold on. See if I can do long jumps. We're gonna see. Yeah. Yeah, this actually looks really, this seems to be really pretty responsive, too. Let's see if I can get, like, side flips. Can we get side flips? Okay, we can get side flip dive rolls. All right, cool. All right, I feel like I'm pretty confident with this. Also, this remix that we're listening to right now is fucking sick. What is this? We've been listening to the Game Chops Video Game Study Lounge today, as per usual. Twitch chat. All right. We have Mario 64 up and running. Oh my gosh, I might be a little too excited. I might pop a boner. I wouldn't show it to you, anybody. That's for chatterbait. Here is where we just eat stroganoff. We cream. We get cream all over our face. The stroganoff is really good. I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to eat all of this. I gave myself quite a large bowl. So I might go put that away at some point, but I'm gonna chat for like another 5-10 minutes to let myself kind of digest the food we just ate. And then we'll probably jump into the game. I'm not gonna waste too much time. I really do want to finish at least one run tonight. We're already like an hour and a half. Holy shit. I guess like I'm so like used to not having like good stream energy and not like feeling like I could do a longer stream. Today is different. I feel like I could stream for a while. We might actually be able to get in 2 runs today because I have good energy tonight. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm vibing. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling fresh and alive. I'm feeling like the 4th of July. Oh yeah. You ever feel like the 4th of July? Do you ever just feel like a firework? Or actually, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Just, drifting through the wind, ready to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Why do I know? Why do I know more? Why do I know more? Why do I know more of those lyrics than I expected to? I was like, I'm gonna start reciting Katy Perry. Normally, I just sing Plastic Bag, but that lyric. But I'll say it, and I'll replace the lyrics or something like saying like, do you ever feel like a stupid douche? So, you gotta have fun with like something. I feel like a wet paper bag. That's not sturdy. Dark brown. Dark brown. That's not that. I feel like that was not that sounded worse than I meant for it to, and I apologize. I feel like a wet paper bag. Fibrous. Fragile and poop looking. All right, I got the fragile part right. I did. I think I said that. I don't think I said fragile though. I think I said not supportive or something. I was like, I went like a very basic explanation of fragile. I almost just said shitty originally. So like, a wet paper bag, shitty. You can't do anything with a wet paper bag. What are you gonna do with a wet paper bag? Are you gonna carry something in it? No, it's gonna rip out the bottom. Are you gonna use it for your window? Maybe in your car you could use like a thick wad of paper bag. I think though if you were gonna use like paper bags for a car window, you'd probably want to get like the lawn bags that you use like put all your leaves or like lawn clippings in and then put out on the like road, because those like I think maybe more meant to get wet, since they're gonna be out on the road and they might rain before the people come and get them, and if the people come and get them and it's wet and it's rain and the bag isn't like thick enough to actually support that, then these people are just gonna go to put your lawn clippings or something into the back of their truck, and then they're gonna go pick it up and it's gonna rip, and all the lawn clippings are gonna go all over the fucking street, and then the street sweeper is gonna have to come and sweep the street, and you don't want to have the street sweeper to come street sweep the street, do you? That's just it's not sweet. The street sweeper coming to the street sweep the street. I can't say it. I got a sweet street sweeper. I got a sweet street sweeper coming to sweep the street with his sweet meat. Ooh, I like it, baby. I'm zany today. That's a word I would use to describe myself. Here in the creamery, it's okay to That was really good. It wasn't. That was not necessary what I just did to eat it. That was a good bite. I need one more bite. Need being a very strong word. It's so tasty. It's so damn tasty. It's got mushrooms and onions and pasta. It's what more could a boy ask for? Literally, what more? All right, that's actually the last bite. Actually, I did a pretty good job on this. I'm gonna take that back to the kitchen. I won't be going nearly as long on this break because I was just on a break. Did I grab my water bottle this time? If I didn't grab my water bottle, I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot in game. There's no guns in Mario. At least not the version I'm playing. All right. Water bottle. Actually, I think I like the water bottle on my left because it's easier access usually on the left side. Put that right there. I have controllers and stuff over here too. This song's really dope. It's like it sounds like menu music. What is? I forgot to look at the other one too. Hot tea and firmware updates. So my this is the firmware update screen, I think, from the Wii U is what it's looking like, based off of the information I can tell, or something similar. Like this is the update on the Wii U, a remix of it. I really like the percussion. All right, I'm gonna go take my bowl to the kitchen and maybe take a leak, and be right back. I might smoke a little bit too, actually. I'm back. All right, I'm gonna actually get the one thing I haven't set up for the stream yet is the game sound for myself. So I'm gonna switch us over to Mario 64 as a cat, or Super Mario 64. Sorry, Super Mario 64. My semi-triumphant return. All right, we're back. We're in it. We're making that return. I played this recently. I played this within the last couple of months. I booted up Mario 64. I gave it a run. I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this. I think one of my friends was over. I think that's actually my best friend. She was over and she was like, I want to watch you play. You should play that. I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna do it. Or maybe I said I wanted to play, and she was like, you know what? I'll watch. I was like, sick. Let's fucking go. And so yeah, she just sat there and watched me play Mario 64, and the rest is history. Well, I mean that was only like a month ago. So we're in the category. So I think the only thing I need to do. So I can hear the game. I can hear the game delayed through my headphones. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. If I put the monitor on, monitor and output, and then I put settings. I've done this before. I used to do it this way. So I could at least hear if like alerts go off and everything. I wouldn't have to change my headphones. Everything would just be would be delayed in the sound for me, which is fine. It's only like a 2-second delay. Is monitoring? I know that is like there's a thing for monitoring devices. Monitoring device. Yeah, I can put this on as my monitoring device. And then it should. If the game is sending sound. Oh wait, the game console doesn't look to be having sound being sent to you guys. I'm not hearing anything. It says monitor and output. Monitor off. Does it have game sound coming to you? No. Interesting. It looks like there's no sound. Let me restart. Why would there be no sound coming through the console? I wonder if this is. Hold on. I'm gonna troubleshoot this without you guys having to look at the screen. So I might have to restart or do some stuff. So I was looking at that and I was just like, huh, that seems very strange. Oh, I have no way of knowing if the game sound is coming back unless. Hold on. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I'm gonna do some troubleshooting here because when I looked at this before, I think the game sound was coming through fine and now it's not. So that's interesting. I'll do that. That might help. All right, hold on. What was I gonna do? I wanted to go here. Turn that off. Turn it back on. It would be a big. Oh, hey, whoa! It looks like the game sound's coming through now. It is. I can hear it now. I can't hear it through my headphones. I can hear it through the monitor perfectly fine, though. Yeah, it's actually not super loud or anything on the monitor. Hold on. I might be able to just take my headphones off or keep my headphones on. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, at least I can see now that's coming through for you guys. I'm going to mute it for you guys, though, and let the troubleshooting. Always fun. Hope everyone's still chilling out there, being okay. I know troubleshooting is never exactly what you expect from a stream. So I basically just want to have a way to adjust this audio without having to go into the fucking monitor. I don't have any other headphones or speakers or anything. I mean, it sounds fine coming through here. Like I can hear it. I mean, honestly, hold on. If I pause the music that I'm playing, I can kind of hear it. I think I used to play it just with my one headphone off, like one ear off. It's loud enough for me to do that. And then I can just keep this on at like a volume where if like raids or like alerts or something go off, I can hear it, and I can do this. I think the only reason I don't like doing this is because this will sit at the back of my ear like a little too much, and then it's weird. But I guess if I did it in a different way that didn't hurt my head as much, like maybe if I did that and then like put this like less by my ear, then I could do it like this. All right, actually, I think this kind of works for right now. What I really want to do is just I'm gonna look at my dad's house the next time I'm there, and see if I can find another maybe even just a small speaker that I could play, like not even like a twofer with like a sub or anything, but just, or a splitter. I think that would probably be better if I had like a splitter that could go, one could go out. How would I do that? I guess I would plug the splitter in and one would go out to the computer and one would go out to the back. Yeah, that would work. It might degrade the signal slightly, but it's just for these speakers, and I have computer. It is interesting though, oh wait, I turned the monitor off, didn't I? If I put monitor and output, can I hear it? Because I have it set to be playing through my headphones, but it definitely doesn't. I wonder if it's because I have it muted. Oh yeah, I can hear it now. Oh, but then you guys wouldn't. Okay, yeah, I can't do it that way, because then you guys would hear it. I can't hear it that way. It's got. Oh, guys, it's like it's gonna be on like an endless loop unless I do this. It seems like it's a little low on your guys. I'll turn it up a little bit for you guys, so that you guys can actually hear the game a little bit more than you can hear me, or not, like a little bit more than you were hearing it. And honestly, I think I'm not gonna waste too much more time. As long as I can hear like that the game is being played, I think we'll be good. I'm gonna get going. This is the most derusting kind of run I could ever possibly do. I'm not gonna be timing myself today. I'm not gonna be doing like I'm not gonna be going like too hard on just doing like super, like trying to go for tricks, like a lot of like separate like crazy tricks or anything, like, and getting caught up on them. I'm not gonna reset, nothing like that. I'm not even gonna be timing myself. This is going to be the most casual version of playing Mario. I guess I could do the alerts through. No, I don't want to have the alerts through the speaker. I'd rather just. I guess I could plug this. That would be a pain in the ass to plug the speaker. I'm like talking to myself over here. All right, I should probably actually pay attention to the game. See if I can get Lakitu skip on like the. No, there's no. I had wow. My angles were. I need to practice more. Obviously, I never got Lakitu skip to begin with, but that was just atrocious, Kyle. Like, I mean, come on. We're gonna see kind of how things go here, because I have not I've not played this in at least a month or two, and like even like a couple, like even like a while, like there it can be a bit to fucking start derusting from taking so much time off, like taking a lot of time off. I have performance anxiety too. Get it. Oh, I got a bomb clip first try though. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. That's actually cool. I spent like 20 minutes trying to do that the last time I was playing Pokemon Mario 64. And because this is just a whatever run, I'm going to save after every star. In like most runs, you wouldn't save after you get stars because there's like a lag to saving. And I might eventually start doing that because it's kind of muscle memory. But because this is more of like practice, it's just casual speedrun, whatever the fuck that means, casual speedrun. I'm gonna be saving, so in case I die or get a game over, I don't have to fucking start over from the fucking beginning of the game. Yeah. That's kind of a big penalty, especially if you're just trying to do derust runs after like a year of being away from the game. This one actually took me a minute last time. My angles are all off for this right now. I also know that this is one of those things, this is one of those games where I end up playing it and enjoying myself, and people might be here, hanging out, might not be. This was never a game where like I had a lot of people hanging out, chatting, because I get really focused on this too, you know, like I'm playing, I'm doing a speed run, I'm trying to do like very like, you know, technical things and stuff, so sometimes I kind of lose sight of talking in chat anyway. Ooh, at least I made it to the bottom of the slide this time, you know. Can't fault me on that. I made it to the bottom of the slide. I'm still gonna get this star. Still beautiful. I'm always beautiful. Doesn't matter if I get the star. I'm always fucking sexy. I gotta stop being so full of myself. I don't know if I have to. Do I want to? I don't even want to. It's fun. It's fun sometimes. Goof off. I don't mean most of it. Like, it's not like I'm actually this full of myself. Half the shit I say is just shit I say. It's like legitimately. Right, now what do I normally do? I normally don't do cannonless here first. I normally do, oh yeah. I normally do 100 coins here first. 100 coins in reds. I don't know if this isn't necessarily the best route in the world. That's the route I do. I also don't know how to fucking like do these like stars. I feel like some of these things I kind of like do like a hodgepodge of like more intermediate moves and more like beginner stuff, and so like I end up waiting on this star because I don't know exactly. Oh fuck, yeah. And then sometimes I do that too. That's fun. Then you just do these little kicks up here, and then you do a little jump up there, and you're back. And it's like nothing ever happened, right? Nothing ever happened. No! This is where it's like concentration. It's like this is where I need loads and loads of concentration. Oh no! Oh god! I backpedaled. I thought I didn't have it. I had it. I thought I didn't, and then I backpedaled, and then I didn't have it. That's gonna happen a lot because I'm not. I should have just taken it a little bit slower there. It's okay. This is the warm-up run. Am I embarrassing myself? I'm embarrassed for myself, but everybody else is probably like, "What the fuck? What is this guy doing? Why is he trying to play Mario so fast?" Did he make a bet? Yeah, I did, with myself. I made a bet with myself that I could beat this game with 70 stars in less than an hour. I don't even know. I didn't actually even explain like why I started playing Mario 64 again. I'm like, oh yeah, I have speedrun this for like the last 4 years actually. That's actually why I wanted to start in March, is because I started playing this March of 2021. And so I have been playing it for 4 years now, and my goal back then was to get a sub 130, sub hour 30 minute. And I got that. I've had that for a minute now. And the last time I was playing the game, I really wanted to get a sub hour. I got down to like, God dang it, I'm an ID to go for that. That's why I get to start. I wanted to get us like the sub hour. I haven't got it yet, but I'm very close. The last like record I remember, or like PB I remember getting was 1 hour and 2 minutes. So I'm very close. However, I'm not as like it's gonna take a little bit of derusting first. I'm gonna, everything, and then I'm gonna want to actually do the timed runs, and I'm probably gonna want my sub-hour run to be, on the leaderboards when I do it, because like that's kind of the whole point of doing this is for get my run on the leaderboard, right? So I'm doing this for myself to get that sub-hour run, but I wanted to do it within the year of 5 years of starting doing the speed run proper. So that's why by next March, I missed a couple of coins somewhere along the way. Oops. This has to be coins. Where did that other coin go? Please don't. What? It's running away from me. Oh, I forgot to get a 5 coin from doing that. That's what it was. That's fine. See, we still got the 100 coin star, so we're cool on that. Yeah, this is definitely much more of a casual run. I think once I want to do actual runs, I'm either gonna have a dedicated day for doing runs, and I'll do like everything else on stream would be either practice or like maybe just like practice runs, not actual like attempts. Because attempts can be boring. They can be, getting to the same spot, like 5 times in a row, and then failing on the same trick 5 times in a row, and getting frustrated. The nice thing though about going for sub-hour is that I don't need to nail everything, and there's like big points of time save in like my last couple of runs that I can make up. And also, that trick's fucking crazy as fuck. That cannonless right there. I love being able, I love doing that. But this is one of those games where I can definitely kind of just sit here and talk. about whatever. If people are in chat, have like a conversation or like a topic that they want to yap about, it's normally pretty easy for me to kind of like talk about that while I'm, you know, in the game and doing a thing. I actually kind of enjoy it. It helps me kind of zone out more into the game and play a little bit better. You can already see, like, I feel like I'm like my Derust. It's happening. That first star on here is actually on Womps is actually like the hardest wise way, like, for me, like doing the 100 coin first. I think some people opt to do canonless first. Depends on kind of how you do, like where you're at in skill level. Like you don't want to be able to, you don't want to be doing that. What is that atrociousness? And we're just gonna kind of try to do it like this up here. Ooh, wow, we did it. Cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so cool. Didn't do exactly what I wanted to do. We still were kind of cheeky with it. I like being a little cheeky. That's actually my middle name. It's Kai Will Cheeky, motherfucker. My last name's motherfucker. In case you guys were wondering. 2 more stars here. Yeah, this game is it's just a feel good thing for me. It just brings me, it's just good vibes. It's good times. It's good whatever's. And then I go, and then I go up here, and then we go, and we back up, and I don't even know. There's like a really speedy way to like do some like crazy shit here, but I just do this little jumpy through, and I don't even do this little jumpy through. Do I just do this? Okay, there we go. Wait for it to get up like here. No, don't do that, Kyle. Okay. Kyle. Don't do that, Kyle. So wait for that. We gotta wait for this guy to come back down for us. All right, buddy. He's back down. Jump back up here. All right. Now let's not do a little like run off the edge here. I did a long jump because I was running. I was trying to do a ground pound, which is AZ. But because I was running forward and I apparently hit ZA, I did a long jump off of the tower instead. All right, cool. We're making progress. We're kicking some booty today. I'm feeling good. Now, there is a trick if you're more of a, I'd say, intermediate runner of the game. That's called Owlless that you would do in Womps Fortress, where you don't use the owl to get into the cage. You don't fly, you don't grab onto the owl, but I am not at that skill level quite yet. I can do it on occasion, but it's actually quite difficult, like the angles you have to get. You have to do a very specific, like triple jump at a very specific point. So it can be kind of difficult to do it consistently, and I just do not have that consistency with Owlless at this point to be able to, you know, like feel like I can, you know, put it into an actual run yet. Maybe something I'd want to like actually like practice for a little bit longer. Try to like actually do more attempts at that and get it more consistent. Because even like sometimes my bomb clip isn't like consistent enough. So it's like, should I really be putting Owlless in my runs yet? I don't actually think so. Yeah, that was way too early. My dives are way too early, but I'm actually hitting the bottom of the slide in a way that's cool. So I'm okay with that, I guess. All right. This is not too shabby. I'm gonna have to admit, I'm pretty okay. Oh, I almost didn't save there because of just force of habit. I feel like because I've actually done a run like more recently. That's I don't expect to get that much. I kind of expect to do this most times. If I get lucky and get those 2 reds off the first swoop down, I feel pretty good about it, but it does not happen very often. So I normally just have to go get it the regular way, the old roundabout way. Yeah, if I can do it. I'll save too. You know why? Because we're just doing a chill, casual run, right? This isn't a speed run. I don't even know how to define this. It's like I'm doing a run as if it was a speed run. I will time this. But this is not a speed run. I'm not timing it. So there's no actual urgency Like I can take my time with things, which sometimes is like bad to like practice this way because then like it almost creates bad habits. But because I'm just getting back, that's not what I wanted to do, back into the swing of things. I feel like it is it's the appropriate way for me to like feel like get back into it without like easing myself in, you know, like not making it feel like it's I'm challenging myself to do some crazy ass shit. Even though I knew that was gonna happen. This one. Dark World. This one's a doozy.
Mamma mia.
I have a tough time with this one. This is a known doozy. A known doozy. What the fuck does that even mean? It means it's a doozy. It means it does people in like. All right. I'm feeling pretty. Oh god! Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Alright, we're just gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna. Normally you can do like some long jumps and shit there to kind of like make kind of cut corners, but like I don't even fucking care about cutting corners right now. Oh! He says as he almost tries to cut a corner and dies. We're not gonna try to cut corners. We are gonna cut that. Like that's not gonna fall. God, and oh my god, he's close. He's close, folks. He's gonna die. Yeah, I knew it. I could feel it in my balls. Sometimes you just feel it down in your testes right when you're about to die in a video game. You're just like, yep, this is it. Your testes, like, they clench up a little bit. For anybody who doesn't understand what it's like to have testicles, that's actually the feeling that your testicles can clench. That was a second testy clench right there. No, that was not a good angle to start this one. Got a better angle coming back. No, I'm not hitting that. I'm not hitting that angle on that runoff right for the second red coin. It's very precise, if you can't tell. And you can get it. And I was almost at the end of this Dark World bullshit, but then I died because I angled my long jump very poorly on that final section there. Right here, you basically have to run directly off. And then right here, you don't want to do that. Oh man, my angles are so bad. I honestly think my old controller that I was using, that I had to overcompensate for some of the angles because of how broken it was. And so my natural like instincts are to overcompensate for angles that I don't actually have to overcompensate for anymore on this controller. Since this controller is actually leagues better. I mean, as better as any old ass N64 OG controller can be. It's leagues better, so I'm like really happy with this purchase, but also like it's gonna take some adjustments to get used to. The controller is actually not broken as much. As weird as that sounds, like a more broken controller, I had to do some weird adjustments to my angles. I can tell that my angles are different. Like I think I would hold when I would want to hold like straight forward. Now I can actually hold straight forward, whereas before I felt like I had to hold a little bit more to the left. So I think that is it's definitely gonna affect my gameplay in a good way eventually, but right now it's making it very difficult to do this sometime. We'll get through that. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. We at least made it to here. We're gonna get the Bowser here. We go into the pipe. Here's my fun part. Where I don't have to do this, but I choose to fight Bowser on a different controller with it. Than I normally do, so that I'm not breaking the stick because of the way that I choose to throw Bowser. I choose to do palm spins. I'm supposed to do spins with my thumbs. My thumbs are fucking warped. I don't know what it is. They're like big, but they don't I don't like to move in the way in that way that I would have to do it. So eye palms. A lot of people don't like it if you can destroy your controller, but that's why I have a separate controller for doing that. So that I'm not destroying this other controller. It's actually quite good, and I think the other controller I was using, actually, I didn't have a second controller for a really long time, and so I would do my palm spins on my old controller, and I think that that's kind of what wore out that old stick faster than it should have been. Oh no, I missed. See if I can get this back up, because normally I will end up trying to like just do this off this hill like 1,000 times. There's actually a backup that you can like do this little jumpy thing here, but I also kind of fuck up the backup a lot of the time too, so I don't always go for the backup, but we actually got the backup this time. Look at that. Look at us go. Look at us flow.
Here we go.
I definitely think I definitely think we'll have time for two. Like I'm feeling like I want to do 2 runs tonight. So like we're gonna kind of see where I'm at after this first one. I will say that like this game has a way of beating you down at a certain point, which makes you not want to continue. Usually this is the level that will do that, I'm not gonna lie. Cool Mountain can be an early run killer for me, around the 17, when I get 17 stars, because like when you go to 17, 18 stars, the 100 coin on this map does not always treat me very well, or maybe I'm just not very good at it. That might be actually the case, I just don't want to admit it, and that's maybe why this is a frustrating map, because it's like, oh man, I really want to be good at this map, but then the 100 coiner at the end, with the penguin race can be kind of tough, and I'm just not at a, man, let's try to get the door. Did not work. All right. Cool.
Here we go.
I think the goal for this will be, I wanted to do streams of this, and I want to do more streams of playing Mario 64, and I think I'll do like when I'm trying to do these early streams. Let's do like once or twice a month of streaming it, where like you know we're doing Derust stuff until I am back in the swing of things and I can actually do runs. I don't think we'll have to be doing Derust for more than like a week or two, like realistically. So like I'll probably be doing more runs and stuff, but like. I'm trying to think, because like I don't know if I want to do another stream, because I've been only streaming on Thursdays. And next Thursday, I know for certain I'm gonna want to do some like birthday celebration type stuff, and then the week after that, I think it's kind of more up in the air. But then that there's what am I doing? Oh, I remember. What am I doing? The week after that is more like, okay, I want to maybe. Okay, I knew that was gonna happen. All right, we died. Game over. That's why we've been saving. We do have to make our way back into the castle, but that's not a big deal. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, affiliate. My affiliate celebration of seven years of affiliate. I'm gonna do something for that probably. You know, a couple weeks from now, when it's actually. But I'm going to mention that right now, because I wanted to do something for that on stream, because, yeah, we've been here doing this for like 7 years, and it's kind of wild. I've been doing this for that long, and I don't know, I want to do something fun this year, because I always forget, I don't always do anything super special, but we'll have some fun, and I said next week we'll celebrate my birthday, so maybe in 2 more, like, we'll do, like, maybe I'll do this rotating, like, every other week for a minute, but I'm going to want to, like, not, like, fade in the meantime, so I'll probably also be playing this maybe off stream in my spare time. I might play it on Discord. I don't know, actually that could be fun, playing this on a Discord call. I used to do that a lot back in the day. I would just get on a Discord call and I'd be playing Mario. Actually, that might be a that may be a bad idea. Maybe like say like, you know, I want to at least try to get a run in every day, and they don't have to be timed necessarily or whatever if I'm not streaming, but get the practice in, because I think that's what I was doing for a while. I was like, I was at least getting practice runs in, even if I wasn't timing them, and then that was helping. So I think I should go back to doing that. And then when we do the streams, that's when we do runs. I think that's what I used to do, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. I'm a pretty good regimen to have there for practicing Mario 64. So let's do that. Yeah, I'll try to get like one run in every day when I'm not, on the days I don't stream Mario 64. And then when we do stream Mario 64, it'll be for the purpose of doing it like actual attempts. And then I'll still be practicing, but like every practice session won't be like the most annoying thing, because I'm resetting every 10 seconds to lobs or, you know, something silly. Missed one so far. Ooh, this penguin's going hard on me. And I wish I hadn't said it like that, but we did. I have to miss 2 coins. So there's that one, that one, that one. Oh, perfect. That was actually kind of a baller move. I'm surprised that wasn't too bad. I don't trust myself to like to get this the way that they want me to, so I kind of just do it like this, and then I shouldn't say the way that they want you to. The way that a lot of people do it in runs that I watch is very, very nerve-wracking. So I don't do it. They long jump back at the penguin as he's coming down like in their face, and I've done it a couple of times successfully, and then I've also done it a couple of times where I'm on that star, I'm on a good pace. And that's the part that sucks the most, is when you're on good pace. I'm on good pace, I'm like, you know, in the green, and I try to do a long jump at the fucking penguin, and you know what happens? He fucking knocks me off, and I fall off the bridge, and I die. And if you fall off the bridge and die, then you have to go and do the whole fucking star over again. And that's not a short star, because it is a 100 coin star. And you have to get the 100 coins. So it's very, very annoying if that happens. And so I have not always been a fan of doing it the way that some like people do. Like it does save time, obviously, to just jump right at the penguin. It's also incredibly nerve-wracking if you've lost runs to that like so many times that it's like, okay, you know what? I'm just not gonna do that. And I'll do shit like this though. I'm like, it's really nerve-wracking to dive at the penguin, but it's not nerve-wracking at all to jump off of a balcony onto a roof and butt slide onto a ghost. That's not nerve-wracking at all. I gotta sit more up in my chair. My back has been like slightly like a little annoying. I'm going to a concert tomorrow. I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna be moving. I'm gonna be up and about. It's nice though. The venue, they do have seats. So if at any point it's like, you know, anything gets a little too dicey, I can always just go and sit. I can always sit down for a minute while I'm enjoying the music. I'm not gonna want to do that. I'm going to want to be dancing and I'm a movement guy. I like to move. I like to move it, as they say, you know. I believe there was a song that said that over and over again. I like to move it. See if I can do the yeet. Oh, I did the yeet! Cool. Come on.
Here we go!
I did the yeet! I will say the one thing that of note right now, from having not played this in a minute, is that my thumb, it definitely hurts from the thumbstick and having to like move it. I'm not used to this playing like this, and I know I actually grip it a little too hard or press on it a little too hard or whatever, the thumbstick stuff. So gotta work on that, honestly, because I probably shouldn't have like this much of an issue. Hey, we got MIPS really quick. That's good. It feels good to get a good MIPS grab, honestly. All right. Cool. We're like not making too bad of progress right now. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Mario. I know that's not the quote. Come on. What the fuck? I knew I was way off on that. Oh, I thought I was actually trying to get hit by the fire because if you get hit by the fire, it would have saved me, I think, but it's alright. We didn't need it. I think I'm supposed to go. Yes, okay, there we go. I say supposed to all the time, but it's like there's a tech. Oh gosh, I got saw by the fucking fly guy, dude. There's a backup. So like if I say what I'm supposed to do, it's just I just mean what the guides say, you know, for if you're trying to speedrun this game as a beginner, like what some of the guides are saying. It's not what you're supposed to do. Definitely not what Nintendo was expecting you to do. That's for sure.
Here we go!
Alright, save this. Alright. This one, okay, no, it's this. I can never get my things right on this level. I'm always so off. Okay, I remember what this one is now, but that's like a triple jump off here, slide here, into another triple jump into that. Okay, cool.
Here we go!
Let's go! Whee! I'm actually not doing too bad on this one. This one's a little tough sometimes. Because you actually, there is a way to do this without hitting these pillars, and the technique is called pillarless or class. Some people just like prefer to just really quickly say it. I don't know how to do pillarless, so I have to do the pillars. And unfortunately, this is one of the things that's annoying is that you have to hit a very specific part of the pillar, and if you miss one, and do something the wrong way, it doesn't open the top. And I think I missed every single one. Like, what the hell? I think it was actually this one that I missed both times. It's like right on the top. And if you jump before you hit it, you actually don't hit it. So maybe it's not that one? Is it the first one then? I'm actually like really not sure which one it is. But I feel like I've hit every single one. It was that one? Really? Okay. All right, interesting. Okay, there we go.
Here we go!
All right, let's go. I'm like feeling pretty confident about like just derusting right now. Like this is feeling good. This is feeling smooth. I'm not like doing like a great job at a derust run necessarily, but I'm doing better than like oh god. Oh, he went through me. Die, bitch. Oh, he didn't. Okay, he died. I was like, please actually die. I need you to actually die. I'm gonna take this like really. There's like a way you can like kind of like do some crazy jumps there. I'm like, yeah, not me. Not I. I'm being a dude. I'm just like sitting here like taking like I will not be taking text breaks during actual runs. This is just because I'm chilling. this is one of those streams where it's like, this is what I wanted to do today anyway, where I would have just been playing Mario 64 in my spare time. So like, why wouldn't I just do it on stream? Like, I'm in my pajama pants. I'm like sitting here eating my stroganoff. I'm like just doing the thing. Oh god, oh my god, there's so many of them. There's 3 of them. Go, oh, get in the thing. Get in the thing. Get in the thing. Get in the thing. Backflip. Ground pound, and then we go over here, we do another ground pound. Hopefully we get right into the fucking thing. We got right to the store! Ian says, wah ha ha. I don't know why I read it like fucking Waluigi. I still remember hearing this stuff for the first time back in 96 or 97. Memories. Sits back in darkness alone. I remember playing this. So this was, I never owned an N64. Something I've talked about on streams several times is that I was never allowed to own gaming consoles growing up. My mom was a stickler for the fact that we should just be, not playing games and that games rock your mind, yada yada yada. So we were able to only rent consoles, and I would play games when I was over at my cousin's house. So this is a game I played growing up every time we go over to my aunt's house. I'd be like, oh my gosh, Brandon, oh my gosh, whichever cousin, they both had N64s. I would be like, can I play Mario 64? And actually, my mom at a point didn't want me playing this game because it gave me nightmares, specifically the Bowser levels. I would have nightmares that Bowser was like coming after me or something, and I would wake up having nightmares, and then my mom told me I wasn't allowed to play Mario 64 and having nightmares. So I don't know, maybe I just stopped having nightmares because I remember playing much more Mario 64 than like after the nightmares started. So I think that I made some sort of way to still play Mario 64, even though I was still having nightmares or something. Maybe I just didn't. I stopped telling my mom about the nightmares so I could keep playing. Like oh, I was so close to actually doing that the cool way. Ooh, actually that worked out pretty nicely. Sick. But yeah, I must have been, so 90, actually, like, I probably was playing this exactly when it came out, so probably about 4 or 5 at tracks. Oh, shit. Oh, God. I can say, 96, 97, yeah, that would be exactly that, wow. Dang. Playing at my cousin's basement, and then we would play a lot of Mario Kart 64. I remember, like, one of my cousins, we would play like a WWF. I don't think it was WWE. I think it was WWF wrestling game, like some SmackDown versus Raw, maybe. I don't know if it was versus Raw. It might just been like SmackDown for the N64, and you could like. I remember specifically in this one, you could like pick up chairs from underneath the ring. It was actually a really cool game, like for like just being on the N64. And I'm not like a big wrestling guy. Like I don't watch like a lot of like like wrestling like that. But I liked this game. It was a very fun game to play with my cousins, to play with friends. Super Smash Brothers, the original, that was super fun. My cousin was always way better than me back then. I don't know. Yeah, I might have picked up a couple. Oh god. Okay. I picked up a couple tricks in my last couple of years where, I don't know, I have to see where their ability is in that game now. Terminator nightmares, I had to suffer through that shit in silence so I could be allowed to watch the movies. The pain is real. What's funny is, I may have told this story on either in chat or something recently or on stream of that where my my namesake actually is. I might have just told it to my roommate actually, but my namesake is actually my name on Twitch is Kai Will, but that stems from Kyle, and that Kyle is actually based off of Kyle Reese. That's where my mom and dad apparently were watching that movie, and that's how they came up with my name. That's what I was told growing up. And so I've always been like, oh cool, I'm named after the guy from the Terminator. That's actually pretty dope. So my parents let me watch that movie growing up when I was pretty young because they had told me this is where your name comes from. But I think both of them had forgot like what kind of movie it was when they let me watch it. So, because I was probably way too young to be watching this. I think that was like a 90s thing. Or maybe like 80s and 90s. I don't know if it like started like maybe even 70s. It might have gone back. Like parents, like it was not as hard to like watch, or even like early 2000s. Maybe it still happens today. I feel like it's less of a thing, or maybe it's just like movies these days for kids are just already, like, they're expected to be that way now because people just don't care as much. Like, people are like, well, we were letting our kids watch this anyway, so now it's just in those movies. Who cares? I mean, like, I remember the movie I remember particularly watching very early and very young was Office Space. I was probably like 12 or 13. I mean, like, I know a lot of people probably saw Office Space pretty early on, but yeah, that was, is it this one? I think I want to go to this one first. I actually forgot which one's, like, in my mind where I'm supposed to go first. I think it's this one. Oh my god, no, Kyle. Oh my god. Oh. No, I don't know where I'm going. Please back up and go the other way. Please back up, you go the other way. Oh yeah, Mario, please go the other way. I think sometimes I switch up like which thing I use to get like the big swims in this level. It's like you can either do a visual or an audio cue. It's easier to do the audio cue when I have headphones that are playing the game music or like the game sound in there. So I might have to be doing the visual cue today or just not care as much. There's like a rhythm to get the big swims that make it go faster. But yeah, putting up with things, not telling your parents, this scares me. This terrifies me. But I know there's a lot. I have a lot of stories of that, like that, from when I was a kid. Apparently, there's when I went to see The Lion King. Apparently, every time Scar was on the screen, I would just hide underneath the seat in the movie theater. And, you know, it was like, my mom was trying to get me to not do that, you know, because, like, it's a movie theater, and, like, it's like, hey, Kyle, could you, like, please, like, maybe not, like, hide underneath the movie theater seat when you're a child? I don't want you going under there getting popcorn and gum and butter and all this stuff all over you, so when we go home, we have to do what we have to, like, take a bath or whatever, but, you know, like, things parents are worried about when you're a child, I don't know. So, I'm coming up here. Onto the fin, and we're gonna do a backflip, and then we're gonna do a dive. Oh! We got on the sub! Let's go! I don't know what the fuck. Alright. I gotta do the Manta boy. Manta. Gotta swing through this motherfucker's rings. I'm not telling you, this motherfucker's rings are fucking rigged, just like a fucking circus like game or some shit. Only if you don't do it like that. Oh yeah, that's how it's done. That's how a gentleman does it. That's how a fucking gentleman does it. Ooh, ooh. So sweet, so crispy. Like lettuce on my taco. Ooh, baby, let's go. We're at Fire Sea, brothers. Let's go. I don't know, like, gotta announce what we're doing here. I never get this, that like, in like the smooth way, but it's alright. A lot of this is kind of like. Alright. Oh, I didn't do that. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna do a little side flip. A little action. I'm not gonna do too much fancy shit here. I've made it pretty far in here, and this is actually not an easy level to kind of like action. So I can make it up here. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, wait, I didn't fuck up too bad. This is recoverable. I mean, it's not like the most recoverable thing, but it is recoverable. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get up here though. Oh no! I'm gonna have to wait for this. That's okay. It's alright. Alright, we're gonna go. Oh fuck! Alright, that didn't. I was thinking I was like I'm gonna be so smooth here and do some cool shit. Oh, it's not smooth at all. Oh. Okay. Okay. I just gotta hit. Nope. Get on the thing. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this smooth. We're gonna do this.
Here we go.
Jump into the hole. All right. Do this. Try to do it in a way that makes sense. You want to do things in a way that makes sense to you, so that you understand it. Bowser, could you just give me your tail? Give me your tail. I glitched out a little bit. Oh, wow! I biffed that hard. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I almost just ran off the edge because I was being goofy. I was like looking more at myself on the camera than where I was trying to throw Bowser. There we go. Oh, I think I was saying that. Be a little annoying. So this is actually normally a very good breaking point for me. When I'm playing the game, you know, just chilling, I kind of will take a break here to kind of like gather myself, take a sip of water, kind of get myself motivated. Maybe just take a chance to a break to stretch. Take a break to take a chance to stretch. Cause I do want to remember, I'm going out, I'm doing things tomorrow, so I want to make sure that my back is, you know, good. And I'm gonna use this time to kind of do other things. Lick on my fucking dick. I need help. I will say. So we're like we're actually doing pretty good. Like we're 2 hours and 20 minutes live. I know. Actually, yes, we're doing a little for chilling here. I think I might actually leave the room for a minute. We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling here. I'm actually cooling down, so I'm not like sitting here like being like woohoo ha 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 ha. So I'm like not moving as much or like talking as much. I'm actually starting to feel my body cool down from not playing a game. That's crazy. I think I will get up and stretch actually though. So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna walk around a bit. I will be right back. I'm gonna put the be right back screen on this time. This is gonna be more of an actual break because we're 2 hours in the stream. But I'm really enjoying this. This is really fun. I hope anybody who's hanging out here tonight is having a good time. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. I know I'm kind of just goofing off. I'm playing a game I really enjoy. Doing some weird shit, talking about random stuff. I might talk more about some music I've been listening to because I've been getting into some very interesting artists and going down some different avenues. And I really like. I might have to look at like what I've been listening to on YouTube because I've been diving in. Like I'll go into different realms every now and then. But I'm gonna actually take a break. And, you guys can listen to the beautiful, wonderful Mario Castle theme while I go stretch. You need to get your stretches in, folks, especially if you're about to. Like I said, my back's already been hurting, and I know I'm about to be moving and grooving tomorrow. I'll be right back. know what? I'm not gonna even put my headphones back on. It's like a pain to have these on, like with one ear. And I don't know. If someone comes in with a raid or something and I don't hear them, I'll see it and I'm sorry. You guys will still be able to hear the raid sound. And that's what, man. I guess I could do this. Actually, I'll just do this. What am I talking about? I'm a fool. You guys, I've been a fool for so long. I've been a fool for so long. I'm just gonna switch the fucking to the speakers. That way, anything that I'm so stupid. I wasn't thinking about that. All right, let's play some games. We're gonna play the game. What's it called? What's it called? Mario 64. And I don't even have to have these. I don't even have to have these. I'll put them in the charge while we're Mario. That way, when I go to use them again, they'll be fully used. Actually, man, this chair creaks and cracks. I built this chair, and let me tell you, it's not holding up very well. Man, I wish it was better. Yay, castle theme. It's so castle. Yeah, I know, right? So castle-y. It makes me want to, like, just jump into this fucking hole. And fucking then shoot myself back out of the hole and then go upstairs real quick. Right? Isn't that what it makes you want to do? Actually, I actually closed chat. I'm back! You know what it really makes me want to do? It makes me want to jump through the stairs. Like, they're not even theirs. It makes me want to just really do a long jump and go right to the bottom of the painting so that we actually start the level with a low water level. Oh, come on! My antics are interesting. I'm like, every time I fucking have to do this, every time I have to do a thing in the game, I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna moan. Fucking ground pounding Mario. What if it was how Mario fucking was in his games? He just moaned every time he had to do like anything strenuous. He was just like, I'm doing, I need the coin. Oh my god. I think I'm done with that bit. No, I'm not. I'm never done with any bit. I'm never done with Dang it. It should actually just be like the last time he does anything. You can just go, It's just like a full-on orgasm with the last one. Like the first two are just like, yeah, like right at the last one. It's like a full-on like moan. Like not like a groan, like a grunt orgasm, but like a moaning, full body, shuddering orgasm as he grabs his coin. In that box. What the fuck am I talking about? Do I even know? Do I even know what I'm talking about? Or am I just... I actually do. I'm talking about shuddering orgasms in Mario when he collects coins, collecting them as if he is having a full body orgasm. That was what I was talking about. See, I do know what I'm saying. I pretend later on to feign ignorance and pretend that I'm not a crazy person that's saying insane shit online for everybody to hear. Isn't that what we all are, though? We're all just crazy, and we now know it because we're all online saying it to each other all the time. We're like, I'm crazy, I'm crazy, I'm crazy. Don't listen to me, don't trust me, I'm crazy. And then we all go, why don't you trust me? Actually, it looks like I also put the game volume up a little bit higher when I came back. This has been a very relaxing type of stream. Wait, what do I normally do? I think I just go in. No, I think I go in low for the next one too, and then I go in middle, and then I go in low again. Been a minute. You can tell it's been a minute. I can't remember like what fucking way I actually do the fucking star order or like how I do certain stars. That's what it's been. I haven't played in like at least a month or so. Like if I'm doing that, I'm like, actually wait, what am I doing this one? This is the one where I do this. Oh, and then I go off the edge here. and I go down here, and I fall down here, and then I go back up here. And then if I really want to get cheeky, I can start doing long, like little wall jumps. Oh, I fell. All right, I'm just gonna ride it up. Riding on up, riding on the elevator, riding on up, riding on the elevator, getting on star, getting on the elevator, getting it hard, getting on the elevator. Oh, don't you wanna ride on my elevator? Oh, don't you wanna go and save me for later? Oh, don't you wanna go on an elevator, ride on my bus, baby, give it, data. Ooh yeah, ooh la 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 bit. Ooh yeah, ooh it's fucking sad. Ooh yeah, I'm in fucking bed. Ooh yeah, I look like your dad. Ooh yeah, it is really sad. Ooh yeah, you look like your dad. You look like your dad. You probably do. Anybody out there, do you look like your dad? I definitely look like my dad. I might not look like... I'm talking too... I'm like saying too much. Like Mario 64 was like, stop what you're saying, Kyle. You need therapy. Well, I already know this, Mario 64. Why do you need to reinforce it by making me fail? Life's already done that enough. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Duh.
Here we go.
All right. This game makes me so happy when I play it. I can't even say it. I don't know, like, it's like I want to get the sub-hour, but part of me is also just kind of like, man, like, I've just been enjoying just, like, playing this casually. It's like, I'll definitely get a sub-hour, but, like, I'm not going to try to take it too fucking seriously. It's like, I think that's what I was doing before that made it more stressful when I was doing it. Like, I like doing this, and it doesn't have to be stressful. Like, even when I have a timer on it, that's why I like doing no reset runs. That's always my favorite thing. Even when I do attempts, is like to do no reset runs, where I'm still completing every run. I'm still making it to the end, and I'm learning, and like I've still been there. I'm still like feel like I need to be in that phase of because I'm just not. I need to have more like better consistency with a lot of the stuff in the game. And now that I feel like this controller is better, and so it like that alone is gonna help with like a lot of my consistency and things. Like what the fuck? How did I even do what I just did? Actually, I'm real honest with you. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I completed a thing that was beneficial to me. Straight up. I really want to get this. I really want to do this thing. You go right here, and then you jump up. Oh yeah, that's so cool. All right, let's see if I can do this where you go off the thing, and then you go, yeah, yeet. Oh, I didn't do it. It's okay. We have another attempt. We have actually several other attempts. We can keep on doing it. But yeah, this controller, and I'm actually like having the real angles. All right, this way. Like having angles, it's like I'm having to adjust for sure, and which is fine. It's like it's better to adjust. It just sucks that I had years of practice on like shittier equipment or whatever that made it so that I kind of learned how to play the game worse. I was overcompensating for a broken controller. I'm realizing how much worse that controller was. Like I didn't think about it at the time. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm just starting out. I don't need like a great controller or whatever. And I only had one N64 controller at the time. Now that's just not true. I have way more than that. And when I was I bought one and my other one just like fully broke. It was like not even working at all anymore. And that's kind of when I was like, all right, I guess I should just bite the bullet and use one of my other controllers. And so I started using this other controller recently, and I'm like, wait a minute, it feels wrong to play on this controller because it's not broken in the same way. And I could tell immediately that was the case. I was like, this is gonna change my gameplay, but also I've been hindering my gameplay by playing on that other controller in a way. Like, I definitely don't have to do this thing. I can just go up here and do it like this. Because I think I would do this, where I'd come off of here and I'd want to like not hold. Yeah, it's hard actually, man. That's really hard. Not hold straight forward. I'd hold like straight forward and to the left a little bit, because if I didn't hold straight forward and to the left, I would actually fall like every time. So still got a little bit used to getting. Still have a little bit of. Okay, just dunk yourself. Dunk yourself in the music, the moment. Fuck. Son of a fuck shit tit. Fuck shit tit dick fuck shit titty fuck. Alright, we're back. Alright. My bad with all the fucks and shits and tits and titties. Nobody deserves that much titty fucking in their Twitch stream. Oh my gosh. I thought I was toast. Alright. Do I not wanna? I feel like I maybe don't. No, I feel like I do wanna do the zoom. Even though every time it feels like it's the wrong thing. So I think I'm hitting this wrong. I think I want the angle to actually be more direct. No, maybe not. I thought it was like you wanted it like to be less direct, but I couldn't remember. Whatever. I want to just get this fucking star done and over with. I feel like if you line this up too much, it really kind of fucks with you. So you have to like just kind of go for it. That's gonna teleport me. It's okay though. Where it teleports me is fine. It's fine that it teleports me here because I can just do this and I can go right here and hold on. Come on. Okay. Cool. Okay, there we go. I got the star. That's all that matters.
Here we go.
I knew I was gonna teleport, so I think you do have to hold left a little bit more than I thought, like I was thinking maybe, but I don't know. I'm definitely have to practice. This is one of those things too. It's like when I'm doing runs like this, it's like this is stuff I want to sit down and actually like do practice on. Like I've done sessions of Mario 64 where I'm not doing runs. I'm doing the same thing. That was not what I wanted to do. And that, doing the same star over and over again for hours, trying to, I've practiced a single trick for 15 hours straight until I was able to complete it once. That is the dedication that I have to this game. I don't know why I have that much dedication to this game. It's just kind of how things happen for me. And I like playing this game that much. I just really do. I really do. So, yeah. I'm making note. Okay, I need to practice doing the secrets, on the big, tiny, huge island. I need to practice secrets for, when I'm actually doing runs. Like, that's going to be something I'll have to sit down and practice. And I'll probably make, like, an actual, like, note or something to my, like, other things that, like, okay, this is what I need to practice. This is what I wasn't doing well on. I'll go and look at there's one of, like, the biggest site to help with, like, the tutorials is called Wikipedia. Ukiki is the name of the monkey in Mario 64. So I can go there. I can look up the different tutorials there. They usually have like at least one beginner tutorial, and then maybe some intermediate, and then an advanced tutorial of like how to do the star if you're like really good at the game or whatever. And I normally stick to the beginners, but I've realized that because I watch some people who do more intermediate to advanced tech, I've picked up some of that tech just through watching them. So unintentionally, I try to do it without realizing that it's not tech that's really at the level of play that I can, or the caliber of play that I'm capable of even, a lot of the time. So, I try, we see how it's going. We're gonna figure it out. So I try to do certain things at, keep at a beginner level. And then I'm also finding out which tech it's like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be doing that because it's not my level of play quite yet. And so I'm like adapting certain things so that I can be a little better game, like improve my time, be more consistent. Because realistically, with these games, when it comes to speedrunning, pretty much any game, and this wasn't the first speedrun game I ever played. That was actually the next one. Shit, let's look at our rating. I can't tell currently. It doesn't look like there's any water coming into my house, and that's the main thing, is that there's no water splashing into my in right here. But yeah, so speedrunning is like, again, yes, it's about the speed, but you can get better like overall runs by using more consistent techniques as opposed to using riskier techniques that fail more often. So if you have a higher rate of success, then you're gonna be able to complete more runs and do them speedily than failing your runs and having to reset all the time, which is fucking annoying when you're, you know, playing a game a lot. So I've been working on getting more consistent techniques down, and then practicing the more like the riskier techniques in my spare time, and then slowly adding those to runs, to my actual runs, as I kind of move throughout the sphere of playing Mario 64. It's kind of become like my main speed game at this point. Like I don't really run any other games. Like I said, I started speedrunning because of the Messenger. I got in the Mario 64. I got really into it. For like 2 years, I was playing it like pretty consistently. I was playing like every day. Specifically the first year in 2021, I played this so fucking much. 2024 was really where I was not playing Mario 64 nearly as much. And then I'm trying to make a comeback in 2025. That's kind of my goal here, is to come back. 2025, we're gonna go into Mario 64 and get that sub hour that I kind of set out to do back in 2023. I think was when I was trying to do that. And then yeah, I think 2024, I didn't stream Mario 64 a single time in 2024. So the fact that we're even in the category in 2025 does make me pretty happy. I'm really excited to be back and doing a thing, feeling it out, feeling the vibe. You know, we'll see kind of how things go. And actually, this is an interesting start too, because I remember I would have some issues with this one occasionally on my old controller. So I'm kind of wondering if this is gonna be any better. Oh wow, that was actually pretty perfect. All right, cool. So, and actually, because I've been taking some breaks and I've been talking and chatting, I think we will only do probably one run. I'm gonna see if Sassy's started. I think she's been starting around 6. So if she starts around 6, we'll probably raid into her when this run is over. We are actually getting pretty close to the end of this run. Like, I could do another one and then raid and everything, but I also like want to have I want to make sure that I'm on the days that I'm streaming, I'm still giving myself time to do things for like other things for me. Like streaming is fun for me and everything, but it's also draining and energy. And like it takes some energy to do this for, you know, a couple of hours. So I don't want to drain myself too much, especially on a day when I know I'm about to be going to a concert and everything. I know I've been mentioning that a lot. I'm just really fucking excited. But because like I'm supposed to be going, it's like, do I want to like overdo it on stream? And the answer is absolutely not. Like obviously, like I want to keep myself, you know, keep it. I'm have the energy up for stream, but I will definitely be going more low energy once stream is over. Probably kicking back, watching Sassy's stream, and then going to bed probably shortly after that. And I wanted to make sure I didn't die there, because we still have. After this, we have Snowman's Land. Then we have Hazy Maze Cave, and there's the last 2 levels of TikTok Clock, and so yeah, I honestly think we'll still be here for like another 45 minutes to an hour, based on like what my pace has kind of been like tonight with these levels. Like I've been going fast enough, but I've been taking my time, right? Like I've been having a good conversation mostly with myself, but like, no, and that's not saying to anybody who's in chat who's listening. I'm not trying to shame you or anything. I'm just saying like I feel like talking mostly to myself, and that's absolutely fine. I obviously enjoy doing it, or I wouldn't be here doing it, right? Like it's not a slight against anybody. I really enjoy streams where I can kind of just chill and do my thing, and maybe occasionally I'm talking in chat about something, but when I really get focused in on the game, it seems that you guys are letting me do that, and it's kind of fun and cool. So yeah, because it's been a nice night. And I think, like I said earlier, it's something I feel like I wanted to do anyway. I've been wanting to play Mario 64. Because if I push myself to make it a stream, then I'm just gonna do it anyway. Like, why not stream it too? And people are, you know, enjoying the vibe. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very like I say I'm like doing okay, but I'm just trying to, you know, gas myself up a little bit here. All right. I'm gonna try to get in this igloo doing triple jumps, but if I don't make it in like 3 triple jumps, then oh, wow, I've been jumping off the wrong way. That's interesting. That normally doesn't happen. It's interesting. I did get this the last time, I think the first try, so I was very lucky. But like, it's very. Oh, there we go. I got 3rd try. trying to think. Okay, I actually had to think about the other 2 stars I had to get on this level. But the reason I said it's like, oh yeah, even with those, like we only have 4 levels left or like whatever to go to. Courses, well, I think they call them courses in this game actually. It's kind of interesting. It does feel like it's gonna be a lot more, like the last 2 levels are very difficult, and especially TikTok clock. And it's like if little tiny mistakes, like if I lose like 1 or 2 lives, it can add up really quickly, and I could be doing those 2 levels for like sometimes 20 minutes a piece. I've had a 25 minute TikTok clock in some of my earlier runs, where it's just like it's tough, and you can fall all the way down. And both levels, there's opportunities to fall after you've been spending like 20-30 seconds on getting the star. I like this one. So then you have to get kicked out of the level, jump back into the level. That whole process takes like 7 to 10 seconds or something like that. Then you have to do that 20-30 seconds. So it's like it eats up minutes in your runs when you fail on those later levels, and so it can kind of be demoralizing to make it to those levels and then fail like when you're on a good pace, which can make those are like the things of like speedrunning that can be kind of annoying. But then when you finally get that run that gets there, it's on a good pace. You have your nerves aren't like eating you alive, or you're having a good time. Like it's something else, and then you finally get that run that you get that new PB, and you just feel it. You feel it in your bones and your soul, and you're like, yes, I did it. I got a PB. I finally did what I meant. I set out to do. And this time, I think the last couple of times I played, I wasn't grabbing MIPS. So grabbing MIPS, cool. I will take grabbing MIPS. I almost did the don't save thing because I'm gearing myself up here. Yeah, it's like I said that I knew that at some point I was gonna try to do a no save because it's just like it's just familiar. It's familiar to no save. This level goes. I will say that the Snowman's Land and HMC Hazy Maze Cave, they do go by pretty quickly. But the last 2 levels, they're a doozy. They're a doozer. I did say that one earlier. That was a pretty funny one to me. I do this one first? No, I don't do that one first. What am I talking about? I do the elevator first. It has been a minute, and I normally go boink, and then you go over here, and then you push up into the wall, and then you fall through the wall. Like, oh my God, isn't that so fucking funny? Like, it's like the developers weren't even thinking about, like, you could have a wall there, and then, like, they didn't put a wall there. What the fuck I'm talking about? If I've kept anybody around in chat, lurking or otherwise, like, thank you so much. I've been so goofy, dude. I've been so off the walls, and I've just been kind of chilling. I've just been vibing, like checking my phone, like eating food, playing Mario. It's been a very chill stream. I very much enjoy that having the opportunity to be here and share these moments with you. I have a really good time before stream 2, hanging out with Flex. Like I talk about streamer here on Twitch, Goosh. I'm not doing a good job with this triple jump. I never do either, honestly. It's very difficult triple jump. And excellent Flex, and I like watching his streams. He had a really good chill vibe today, and so I think I kind of took a lot of that vibe, and I was just kind of rolling with it on stream today. Here, like just being chill, playing a game. Like I said, just talking. What am I feel like I know I've been talking about the game a lot. I know I've been talking about other things. I feel like too. I guess I was gonna talk about music, but I feel like I don't remember. I've been listening all over the place. Has been a lot of electronic music, but Ganja White Night. That's been the newest release for me that I've been like on the train of listening to like a lot. I listen to it like still even after it's been out for a couple. Oh, that was not what I intended to do, but I guess we're gonna go this way now. You know what? We're just gonna go this way now because it's all right. God, been moaning a lot. This has been like a really chill day. Yesterday was a really chill day at my dad's house. And I think after stream today, I'll like. It's already 6. All right. Yeah, it's been a good stream. So I think there's a way. Okay, I know that I've done. If I come out here and I go, huh, Yes, there we go. And then I go off this way. Yeah, my angles are so wrong from the other controller. I can definitely feel it. I'm definitely going to have to retrain my angles. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm going to have to retrain my angles. All right. There's this small part of me that's like, Kyle, you want to do another run. And that is literally like the weird feeling when you start speedrunning a game that you really enjoy speedrunning, where you want to do more and more runs, but like the reason I probably won't do another run is because of the length, and because I know myself, like if I've been here for 3 hours, looks like 2 hours of this was like an hour and a half of this was Mario. I'll be here for an hour and a half. And it's like, not that that's a bad thing necessarily. I like being here, but I also like I know I want to spend time in Sassy's stream. I know I want to hang out like with my cat. I also actually cheat food. She'll have dinner at some point. So I am just very. This is gonna be difficult. I'm very happy. Yeah, I didn't know there's no way I was gonna be able to time that unless you go right off the bat. There, it's very difficult to time this jump correctly. Anyway, I'm glad I ripped the Band-Aid off of playing this on stream again. I think I had some sort of thing about being able to play this on stream again that was like, I really wanted. What the fuck was that? I had like pushed through this mental block to be able to do it. And so I finally did it again after over a year of not streaming Mario 64. I've done it. I'm here. I'm back again. And I'm excited to make this a bigger, come on! I'm trying to do this triple jump thing. I'm excited to make this a bigger part of stream again, because I fell off for a bit. I wasn't doing it. I lost my spark, but it's definitely coming back. It's definitely, I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling more ready than ever to, fuck! I'm feeling more ready than ever to fuck. That's true too, actually. We'll talk about that on stream. No, I'm feeling more ready than ever to play Mario 64 again and actually like dedicate being fucker. I feel like I'm doing the thing I did the last time I was trying to do this star, and I'm trying to jump on the wrong area. I can't remember what I did that fucked me up. I did it the same way last time. Where I was like, I think I'm supposed to be doing like just this. Fucking poopy doobie bops. Where the hell did that one come from? Stooby. Maybe I'm supposed to be going to the left one. I think I'm supposed to be going to the left one and jumping off the left one. I'm almost out of lives to try this, so I mean, we better figure this out. I think it's just this. Yeah, and then I go, oh, cool poo-poo. I'm about to get a game over. This is normally the game over that's like, if you get this game over and you haven't, and you've been doing the thing like you don't save, it's like, oh man, I think you just go. So here's the thing.
Game over.
Thankfully, I've been saving. You do have to open the 70-star door every time if you don't save after you open it the first time, like from having 70 stars. So, or 50 stars, actually. It's 50 stars. I don't have 70 stars. Duh. That's what you beat the game with. That's what the name of the category is. Alright. So, I'm trying to remember which... My memory for this, for doing this trick is a little wonky right now. And I'm trying to think of, like, how I actually do it. And I'm like, I want to remember... I fucked up. What the right technique is on this star. I know you do. I know I turn the camera this way, and then I go doink doink doink. Oh, okay. I'm hitting the A button way too soon. I think is all I'm actually doing. I think that's what it is. So I just have to hit the A button later to get the wall kick, because I think I'm trying to wall kick too soon, and then I'm bonking because of it. I mean, it could be a multitude of things, but that's my first guess. And this is what I mean when I say you could end up getting stuck in this loop for like 20 minutes of just dying over and over, and then you game over, and that adds like another whole minute, or for like 40 seconds of like getting back upstairs, and it's like... There will be a point where I just stop trying this trick, but It's not yet. I'm gonna do one more game over. Actually, I'll do this one game over, another game over, and then if we're not getting this trick after 2 more game overs, then I will just do it a different way. Ha! A success on that one. Whee! All right. This is like the part where it's like, No, 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 no! Why did you do 2 long jumps, you little poop ass fucker poop shit tits? Ah! It's okay. It's okay. We got this. I can't believe I did 2 long jumps. Are you serious? 2 long jumps. At least I know that I'm doing this one right now. Like, that's the actual technique that I thought I had, that I did have right, that I didn't have right, and then I was right, but then I wasn't right, and I was. What did I just say? Alright, I did that way too. Okay, am I like here, and then here, and then here? No, that was wrong. That was way wrong. That was way wrong. I was way wrong. Alright, hold on. Right. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Close. There you go. Woo, that was close. See, that's where I want 2 long jumps. Not that other. Not this other area. This other area, we don't need 2 long jumps. In fact, 2 long jumps is gonna be terrible for us right here. We just want 1 long jump. 1 long jump. That's it. And then we get the star. That was, oh man, that's orgasmic. I need to take a breather after that star, brother. Right, I'm probably gonna fail doing this trick because you have to do this triple jump wall kick thing like 3 times in this level, and I know I'm just not gonna get it every time. Okay. Oh, cool. No. Try this again. There we go. Nope. I almost ran off the edge. I thought I was gonna die on that star because like I love that star. It's like the movement in that. Like when you get it really clean, it just feels like. So I was really hoping I was gonna like not fuck up, but then when you hope you're not gonna fuck up, it makes you like fuck up more. So yeah. Okay, so we did get the hang of that triple jump wall kick for the first couple of things there. So we can get there's one more star here, and that's the 3rd one we have to do that little triple jump wall kick. I know that wasn't enough. All right, I have to do another. It's a game over. It's okay. But at least now we don't have to open up the door, you know? Like, we just get to walk in. This is what derusting is all about. It's derust. You're getting the rust off. I'm getting the gears are a little clogged because I haven't been playing enough. This will get me in the habit. This will make it habitual. Coming at you with this motherfucking interstitial, coming at you with the habitual. I'm a habitual. What the fuck am I talking about? I could say words that are actual words, but I'm just gonna say the word habitual, which is not a word. Whoa. Here we go. Yippee! And flip and ah! I didn't die. That was so close. Oh my god! That was so close. I thought I was. I didn't think you could ledge grab when you butt slid like that. So I thought for sure I was a goner, right? Like I'm like, all right, no, there's no way I can do this because of the way that I fell. So I had a very visceral, quite a visceral reaction to finding out that I had not perished in that moment. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. 1, 2, nope, that was bad. 1, 2, nope, that's bad too. We're definitely gonna fall down here. Actually, I'm gonna grab an extra life. Jump. We're gonna go up here. Yeah, I'm feeling that, like, this is definitely taking, like, I can feel the toll of playing on my thumb and my mind happening right now, just from these last level, and this isn't even the last level. There's, like, still, like, a whole other level of bullshit after this. So, we're definitely gonna end stream when we're done with this game, with this run. We're getting close, though. We have one more star here, and then we just have TikTok clock, you know. TikTok clock, like I said, it could take 20 minutes sometimes, though, so we don't know how much longer we really have. It's kind of a toss-up at this juncture. At least it does look like we have kind of re-evaluated our that triple jump wall kick right there and kind of figured out how to do that a little bit better. And then I think I'm gonna check. I'm actually gonna check once we're done with people flying down the highway. Motorcycles, it sounds like. I'm gonna check once we're done with this star that Sassy is live, and if she is, then that's who we're gonna go and raid into when we are done with this here stream. This here Mario stream. Check that real quick, actually. I'm gonna check that right quick, we'll check that real quick, real quick. And, I mean, actually, the easiest... Ooh, we have Goop live, too, though. Is Sassy not going to be live today? She said she's going to be live, so she better be live. But it is only 6:17. But Goop is live, so if Sassy isn't live, we'll definitely raid Goop, but I'm wondering if something has come up. I'm gonna do a double check here, because there is a Discord server that I can check to see if Sassy will be live. However, while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get into the clock. So this first star, or 2 stars that I'm going to be getting here on TikTok clock is actually the hardest one to go through. So, see, Goop has gone live. Maybe Sassy is in Goop's stream. Regardless of what is going to happen tonight with that, I will we'll be raiding into somebody. We're not gonna end the fun here. We're gonna go. I'm gonna at least be going hanging out somewhere else when we're done, and I'll enjoy. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for what's gonna happen there. All right. These first 2 stars here are little tricky to get. So I'm doing 100 coins plus red coins here. TikTok clock, which is oh wait, I think I do normally do this little. I do a cheeky thing here. I do the little. You don't have to do that though. Do I do a triple jump here? No, I think it's just this, and then I do it. Oh, I remember what it is. Okay, I don't need to do that though. It's not necessary. I'm gonna do a back up here to try to get up here in a way that I know worked. It's good. We're gonna go around here. These coins, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go up here. Alright, hold on. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna go up here. Hold on, actually, so I think I want to do this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I definitely need to. My timing on wall kicks is off. Wow. I think I had the same problem with the same area last time. Like I was trying to do a wall kick here, and I just couldn't seem to get it off. All right, hold on. I'm not gonna try to do too. I'm not gonna try to go too fast here, because I've done it. I try to go too fast here, and then I'm like, I end up doing the ground pound like on the edge of that button. And if you do that, yeah, it's not good. You fall and you die usually if you hit the edge of that button and do the ground pound. So I'm gonna try to just a thing. Just do this, like, this is a little slower than you would want to do this in a run, obviously. Come on, you gotta, sometimes you just gotta do things a little bit slower to be more consistent. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing things slow but consistent. And then pull back. I need at least 90 coins here. Okay, we got it. And I'm gonna go over here again, slow but consistent. Because you can kind of do like a cool little dive jump there, but like triple or double jump thing. But I'd rather not right now. I'm trying to wrap this run up. It's been going on a pretty long time already. Oop. Boom. Okay. So honestly, now that one's out of the way, the rest of the ones in TikTok Clock aren't as bad. So we'll definitely have this done pretty. Actually, it's not too bad. Not too bad. We're not too bad. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with I was hoping to get a 3-hour stream, and that was and we're already at 3 hours. So I was like, man, if we do 3 hours, that'd be pretty cool. And we're at 3 hours currently. So sick. I don't know if I'm gonna try the crazy jump that you do here. You can do there. I call it the crazy jump because it's like it's I'll try it. I'll attempt it. 'Cause like the last time I tried to do it, I was actually able to. So yeah. Fuck. I think. Wait, is this the right one? Yes, this is the right one. Like, wait, am I doing the right star? Because like honestly, on this level, I sometimes forget which stars I do in what order. And then yeah, this one was a little. This one's also like a little different. I think I'm also just gonna take this one really easy, where I just kind of do this. It's like you can do like a cheeky like long jump off of the wall. I didn't do it in the cage, but I end up always bonking off the wall and then falling. And guess what's not very fun to do? Bonk off the wall and then fall to your death. So in practice, I might like later practice, but man, like I said, just kind of getting back in the driver's seat of playing Mario 64. All right, I'm gonna try the cheeky thing right now. You do this, you do a dive roll, you do this, and then you do this, and you do this long wild. Oh, there it is. We did it. Now there is another part to that I can do that I'm not gonna do right now because it's not part of the star. And I actually don't really I'm not even sure if I really know how to do it that well. Even on the stars that it is a part of. So I really need to practice getting my wall kicks off because I know that I'm a little off in that department here. I forgot you could do the wall jumping and acrobatic stuff in this game. I might need to just do it. I highly recommend, just even for fun, just for like a casual playthrough. This is one. I will warn you. You probably already know the camera. You're gonna hate it. Everybody does. Even the camera. Even for me. I have I've tried to sing its praises in the past, kind of slightly as a joke, but also because like when you do know how to work the camera for speedrunning, it's not as bad. However, I'm not gonna say that it's good anymore. I think I used to be like, oh, like trying to die on the hill that the camera was actually good, but I think that was more just like me kind of trolling a little bit. The camera is by no means in this game good camera. It is though. It is nice in speedrunning. In speedrunning, it's nice because once you know how to manipulate it, you can get consistent angles because it's just button presses, and if you know how to like manipulate your movement and the camera angles, you can make it so that the joystick is actually easier to do. It's nice in speedrunning, but for a casual playthrough of the game, anybody who's playing Mario 64 for like the first, second, third time and isn't like speedrunning it like a crazy human, yeah, the camera just fucking is not good. This is not good. But like the side flips, the wall jumps add so much like the wall kicks are some of like the coolest. Like I don't know. I love this game. Obviously, I'm gonna have a huge bias towards loving this game as someone who speedruns it. But yeah.
Pickle.
I also I have a soft spot, as I was talking about earlier. You know, it's the game I grew up playing at my cousin's house. This and like, I will say like it was this and like a lot of Grand Theft Auto 2, not Grand Theft Auto 3, even though I don't think 3 was a big one. Vice City, I played with at my cousin's house, but then 2, and then Soul Calibur. That was a big one with some of my. I love Soul Calibur. Maybe that's a game series I would like to play. I don't think I have any of the games on hand anymore, but I could probably go up to my local game store and find a copy of one of them. That would be a fun game to kind of revisit in a way. Would be one of the Soul Calibur, but probably 2. I'd like to say 2 for the GameCube would be really fun to revisit. Soul Calibur 2, because you could play as Link from Zelda, and that was really cool. So yeah, that'd be I don't know. I've been thinking about like cool retro stuff to do, but I'd say if you just want to play a game and then like find your cartridge, boot up your 64. I just love that, you know, you can still play these games off the cartridges right now. Cause I don't know if these are gonna degrade at any point too soon or anything, but it'd be very unfortunate when it does happen. I'm happy with where things are at, though. You know, emulation. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some cheeky stuff. This is the last level. We're at the end game. Once we go and beat Bowser here, we do have to do 2. We have to do 2 more throws than usual to beat Bowser. Now we have to do three throws. It's not that bad. Yeah, this was. I'm very happy with how a stream went today. I'm not like this was super great. Like it's exactly the way I was kind of hoping for. Getting at least one run in, getting 3 hours of Mario, and getting that dust off, getting that rust off. Like this is more of like a de-dust, you know. I was having some pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like not some bad. Like if I get this first try too, I was gonna say, oh, that would have been sick. If I got left side, like standing left side first try, that would have been cool. That's a fun trick. I think I can get it though this time. That was pretty close actually for the first time. I think you want to be a little further. You go here, you get up, you go punch, and then is it punch? I think it's punch, jump, 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 and then that was close. Yeah, that's definitely it. Up, punch, jump, jump, jump. I went too far to the left on the jump. All right, we're definitely gonna get this. We're definitely gonna get this and not just do it the easier, probably way going around. We're definitely gonna do this in an insane way. That looks cool. There it is. Only 3 tries. That's actually not bad. Like that. It took me way more than 3 tries to learn that, obviously. So that's not too bad. And actually, like speaking of playing, like oh god. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this easy. Let's not try to do any shortcuts or anything. I don't want to fucking bork this last bit up. Because I have my N64 just working back here. I really want to play through Donkey Kong 64. As a game that, as a kid, I never played through. I never like had an N64, so I never really played through Donkey Kong 64. And my bestie has told me a lot that I should play through that game. So I really want to give it a go here on stream. Now we're not playing like Alien Isolation. I realized that game is just not the game for me in my current state. My save games in Rogue Squadron are still. Wow, that's so cool. See, and that's the unfortunate part about not like owning a system growing up, or even like owning like the games. Even it's like I don't have any old saves from when I was a kid or anything. I rented all my games, so all my old save games are on rented copies of stuff. If the fucking other kids didn't fucking delete my fucking save before I could get back there, because it was like. When I was younger before the divorce, it was like, all right, they might still be there that weekend, but after, it was like every other week. Every other weekend, I saw my dad, and we go to the video store. So, at that point, it was like 2 weeks between every time I would be able to check out the same game. And kids didn't want to wait 2 weeks for me to get back to my game and be able to keep on playing it, and they would just delete my file. Hey, there we go, we just beat the game, kind of. But there's still, you have to still collect the final star, but sick. Dude, that's not bad. That's not bad for coming back after like over a year on stream, because I think there was some stream nerves getting in my way here today. I'll admit, I normally don't get too nervous, right, on stream, but when I'm playing a game where like I'm doing like a speed run, it's like a performance like thing or whatever, I get a little weird. What if I fuck up? But I know it's all like inside my head because like nobody's judging me. Like nobody out there right now would be judging me based on my Mario 64 gameplay. At least not in a negative like not in a negative way. We started this, because I want to say I was talking for until about an hour and a half. So we were able to beat this in less than 2 hours. And that's with me taking breaks and everything. So that's still good. Like, I can't beat myself up too much if I can still beat the game that quickly. And I'm not practicing regularly. So I think this is the first of many to come streams like this. I don't know that there'll be any more streams this weekend or anything like that. I really don't know. Tomorrow I know for certain is a chill day for me. I will not be streaming, at least not in the evening. There's a possibility of a morning/afternoon stream. And maybe it'll be more Mario. Maybe honestly, if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, it would be around noon my time. It's 6:30 for me right now, so do with that information with you will. To kind of, if you're in a different time zone, you might be able to extrapolate what noon my time would be for you. So if it's like 4 hours ahead, then just, like it's 6:30 for me right now, and it's 7:30 for you, or whatever, 5:30 for you, then noon would be 9 a.m. or whatever. Like, dude, there's ways to figure it out. If anybody wanted to stop by, hang out. However, I'm gonna see who we got live right now. I'm hoping that in that last 20 minutes of stream, maybe Sassy went live. I thought she said she was gonna be live. Oh, there she is. She's live, day 4 of consecutive streaming. It does not look like, however, she is actually in her live chat according to this, but I'm gonna check because it could be wrong. That thumbnail could be incorrect. I don't want either of those. I want 720p. She is definitely still in the intro of her stream, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna raid. We're still gonna raid during her intro, because I have not had an opportunity to raid Sassy in probably it's been a minute. For the longest time, she's only been streaming maybe once a week, and like I can say much about that. I kind of have the same. I have kind of had a similar schedule. But this week, leading up into Gamers for Giving, which is it's a live LAN party here in Michigan, where a bunch of people get together to raise money for charity. That charity being Gamers Outreach. They make go-karts for hospitals, where it's like a game, like a bunch of gaming systems, and a monitor, and some consoles, controllers, so that kids who are in the hospital treatment long term have access to playing games and stuff. It's a really, really cool fucking organization, charity. I've worked with them in the past doing these things. I'm probably going to be playing games with Sassy and some of the crew from the rec station in what I think it's 3 weeks now, 2 or 3 or 3. I think it's about 3 weeks away now. It's April. I want to say 17th to the 19th. But it could be the 13th or something. I don't know. I think it's the 18th to the 20th now or something. Maybe it's the 11th to the 13th. It's in 2 or 3 weeks. And it's a really cool event. I'm probably going to end up not playing, not raising money myself, but streaming during the event. And I'll be driving. I'll be pushing people for their campaign. I will have a link to their campaign. You could go and link it, but I will not be having a separate drive myself. I'll just be live during that weekend playing games when I can, because it's a fun time to play games with friends and support a fucking good cause. So that's my spiel on that, because that's the reason she's streaming right now. Is I think it was if she reached certain milestones, she would continue to add more stream days up until the day. And I think within the first 2 days of streaming, she now has to stream every day until the event. So I want to be able to stop and say hi, because I haven't been streaming consistently in like the last 2 or 3 years, and neither has she. I feel like in like a lot of maybe like 2 years she has, but the last year I know has been like more rocky. She's been getting like maybe one Sunday stream in a week, and so it's really cool to be seeing her for like this is her 4th day this week. Technically it's 5 days. I think she streamed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so now she's on 5 days live, 4 days consecutively that are outside of her original days. I think that's how she kind of looks at it. That being said, we're gonna say hi to because I haven't said too much about who she is or what she or whatever, but I've known her for a really long time. I've known her since fucking middle school. It's my friend Meg, and she's good people.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
I gotta let everybody hear that. Thank you so much for playing my game, and this is the old timey console thing where I actually have to hit a button now to make that go away. Otherwise, it will just sit on the screen forever.
It's me,
And then I'm actually gonna
Mario.
delete my save file here before we head out. I'm gonna erase this and yeah, and then I'm gonna let this keep on playing here. Because actually, this has some good music for just kind of chilling in the background. And I don't think I have. Oh, the game console is on here. Oh no, it's not actually. Hold on, let me add the game capture. Or not? That's not the right one. I want to add video capture. Doink. Just so I can have the. I don't have to actually have this thing, but I want to have the. Or hold on, I have to do this. You guys can see it. I can get rid of it. But now you should be able to hear it. Oh wait. Do I have to actually have it? Oh, I know what I can do. I can put it behind the background. I think that's what I did on the other one. So it's like it's there. So you guys can hear the music from it, but I'm such a silly kid. I don't have to do it that way. I want you guys to hear the music. I turned down my mic. Oh, whoops. You guys probably were like, wait, why is he so quiet? I turned down my mic. All right, there we go. Now my mic's loud again. Yeah, this was a really fun stream. I'm gonna start the raid because, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to head out. I don't know how many folks we have hanging out here today, but this has been super fun. Super fun. It's been fun enough that if it weren't closer to the end of the day, I'd probably do more runs. And that's why I'm thinking noon tomorrow, maybe like we'll go a little early. I'll get like maybe 2 runs in tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a little fancy pants. I do have. It's like the thing is I do have plans tomorrow night. I think the concert starts at like 7. So I want. Of course, I typed 6. At least I didn't type 666. Awesome playthrough. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate people lurking, doing the thing. I'm gonna set up this raid to. Oh, I said Roddy. That's not how you spell raid. My friend, DeadX Sassy, coming on in with that raid, showing her some love, and I will actually type in a raid command that you all can copy if you're not subscribed, and one that you can copy if you are subscribed. That even I'll copy. I'm gonna copy this, and then I'll show you what it actually looks like if you're not a fake fan. And actually let me get up Sassy on Twitch as well, so that when the stream ends, I actually can see what she's fucking doing and shit. Also, she is a much more PG-13 rated streamer than I am. I will curse as much as I possibly can. That's not how she does it. Anyway, we're gonna go say hello. We're gonna go do this. I might be back tomorrow playing Mario. I'm thinking like maybe it'll still probably be like 1 run from like noon to 3, noon to 4. I want to probably start getting ready for my event by like 5. So we'll see kind of how I'm feeling. But thank you for the love, for the hanging out, for the good chats, for just letting me do my thing. Actually, that's really what I appreciate. Thank you for letting me do my thing. And I'll see you on the next stream. If it's not tomorrow, it's probably going to be probably next Thursday. I'm not going to lie. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Let's go say hi to Sassy.